talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Jack, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops, then find to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Tried to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the SWAC, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he off of the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? I am live. It's your boy Scotty, and you're watching Off Script. Now, listen. Whoo, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This was not the game I was expecting. I will just say that. This is far from the game I was expecting. Let me kind of zoom this in so we can see these stats. Do the best I can to get this nice and clear. All right, that should be good. Let me see. Scroll on down. I hope y'all can see that. Let me do it one more time. Yeah, that should be good right there. All right. You know what? Like I said, congratulations, Jackson State. I mean, listen, if this was, I think everybody kind of had this planned out that Jackson State was supposed to be in the SWAC championship and Jackson State was supposed to win it. I mean, when you have the number 1 FCS class, I mean, literally, that's what you're supposed to do, if I'm being honest. This game was actually more exciting. I actually like this game probably more than the Southern game. And the reason I like this game more than the Southern game, even though Shedeur made those big throws at the end, I loved how PV's defense made Jackson State's offense look really mundane. I like that they came to play. I like that that's what it was. I really don't know who to blame. I know who I'm blaming for this loss. I'm blaming Jawan Pass. First of all, hey, listen. If I was a defensive player on PV, I definitely gotta ask Jawan if he's on the payroll. I'm like, bro, did Jackson State pay you off? Because that looked like a straight. What is it called when you throw the game? Like, he threw the game, bro. Like, he threw the game. Like, he threw the game, bro. He really threw the game. I mean, like, we was having this debate on the call line. We had the debate on the call. I don't give a damn. I know 2 weeks off. Shut that shit up. We was having a debate on the members only stream, and we was like, I don't even want to go there because it's going to be a lot of emotional Jackson State fans. Yeah, point shaving. Yeah, he doing something, bro. He's doing something, bro. I'm just saying, bro. He's doing something because I got to let people talk. I can't because if I get going, people going to start crying, bro. I swear. Hey, Carly. Hey, what's up, Coach Hart? Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty.
Turn your background down.
Okay, 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, first of all, Jawan Pass and the Jackson State O-line was in a dorm playing 2K together. Neither one of them showed up.
Oh, man, he's in the dorm playing 2K together. Boy, you stupid. Go ahead.
And secondly, the Jackson State O-line need to get on the Yellow Brick Road and go see the Wizard and get some heart. Like, how if a D lineman is in a 3 technique, you get your face crossed and he makes the tackle in the backfield. Like, they was rushing 3 and dropping 8, and the quarterback was still having to run.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, that was just pathetic. Like, on that standpoint, like I think that whole unit and coach needs to be changed because he shouldn't have been to have to scramble and 3 down. Dropping 8, obviously, you squeeze the lanes. So you can't get in, make those short catches. But if they can't even run draw because the O-line's face is getting crossed, that's a problem.
That's real. Anything else?
No, I'm saying with that type of O-line play and people talking about these BCS schools, I'd be shocked if they play like that in the Celebration Bowl, and it might be an upset alert. You can hit the button. The South Carolina State D-line is going to be, the MEAC have their stronger defensive lines.
Let me ask you this. Okay, after this game, how do you feel about Coach Dooley?
Coach Dooley, he's a offensive mastermind, but again, if you can get a Kevin Sumlin who hasn't, had a losing record in the SEC, that's like comparing Kobe beef to ground beef,
You stupid. Oh man. Okay.
I could make a great hamburger, but
it could be better.
It'll be beef or something different. So, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, appreciate the call, Coach Hart. Boy, you stupid. Appreciate
No
the
problem.
call.
Y'all be safe.
All right, man. Oh man, that's funny. What's up, Mr. Ford? Talk to me.
Listen, before I get on the game, let me say this, man. There's a guy that does the Celebration Bowl. His name is John Grant. John has done a terrible job with that Celebration Bowl attendance, with that MEAC SWAC attendance, except the time he had Jackson and Bethune-Cookman.
Mm-hmm.
I need this man to do his job. I'm going to say this right now. You got Deion Sanders coming to Atlanta to play South Carolina State in the Celebration Bowl. It shouldn't be no less than 50,000 people at the game. But that man, Grant, he loves to hear himself talk, but he's done a very poor job of getting the city of Atlanta involved in the MEAC SWAC game and the Celebration Bowl. Every one of them games, they had like 30, 35. This area has 6.5 million people. Why we got to settle for 35,000 people? That game, when Jackson State comes here, that game shouldn't have no less than 50, 55,000. So I'm just saying, Mr. Grant, if you can hear me, do your job and get the people in Atlanta involved, especially these schools in the inner city and the schools in the area. We got like 800 schools right here in this area. Mm-hmm. High school. Could you please get them kids involved? Could you make sure the kids are at the game? Okay, so I'm through with that. Okay, your last caller just hit it. Let me say something. Now I know Jackson State just won the SWAC, but the coach of the offensive line, he needs to be called on the carpet. He did, and like your caller just told you, that was ridiculous how Dumas was beating a triple team. But that's coaching. That's coaching. They have got to call this guy on the carpet, man. That offensive line coach, I know he came from Arkansas and he's a good friend of Houston Nuts and all of that. But man, that offensive line is terrible, man. I'm talking about Dumas was beating 3 people at one time. And like he said, it don't make no sense for a guy to 3 technique. He rushing the pass and he's taking on a center and 2 guards. That makes no sense. But the other thing was, I'm going to be honest with you. I can see Dooley at Southern, but he can't take that defensive staff he got. They got to go get him a strong defensive coordinator because Dooley is all offense.
Hold up.
Dooley is all offense.
They
got to get him a strong defensive coordinator.
Mr.
Listen,
Ford.
I know you got a million calls, so I ain't going to hold you.
No.
Listen, have a good night, okay?
You can't. No, listen. I'm really rocking with Mr. Ford. You can't blame the defensive coordinator for this. The defensive coordinator was not the problem at this game. The defensive coordinator was far from the problem for this game. The offense, Jawan Pass, was the biggest help to Jackson State, period. If Jackson State has any, Felix Harper wins this game. No, Killglass doesn't win this game. I think just Felix Harper. Because you need somebody who's mobile and can throw. Felix Harper wins this game. Or it's a lot more competitive. It's definitely more competitive. But Jesus Christ, no, hell no. It's not the defensive coordinator's fault for losing this game. It is far from it. Far from it. Hey, what's up, Mr. Moore? Talk to me.
What's up, bro?
What's up?
All right, I got 3 comments and 1 question.
Talk to
I'm
me.
going to make it fast. First, congrats to Jack State. Second, Pass is who I told you he was. He's some garbage. He lost to all good defenses. Number 4, you was right. Shador don't have to win games like the last 2. And my 4th one is, please tell me before Nugget called me what he did during the game.
He shut down their side. Nobody caught a pass on their side. They threw at him too. Jawan threw at him. Jawan threw at him about 3 or 4 times. He didn't catch nothing on him. Nothing got caught on him. He got a big hit coming down on one. So he played a solid game. This probably, if I'm being honest, it's probably his best game all season. Like he could actually put on some tape and be like, yo, I do this. You know what I'm saying? Because all them other DBs, they was getting worked. All right, listen. If Jawan Pass would have hit on any of them passes, Man, listen, bro. I'm telling you, CJ, man. Okay, I'm not. I like CJ Holmes' mama. She follows me on Instagram. She's a sweet lady, so I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, man, them DBs were getting work, bro. DBs was getting work, and I keep telling people, Shiloh is not that guy. I've been saying that from Jump Street. I keep telling people, Cam is better. Cam is better. He just is. He's a much better athlete. He's a much better safety. He's not great in space, but he's a better playmaker. Shiloh's not that guy. I keep saying that, but whatever. But, teach his own.
Okay. I call you when he called me, though.
You said what?
You probably still be doing it. I said, I'm going to call you when he called me.
All right, too easy.
I'm going to call back into the show.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. No, let him rock. Let him rock. I'll call you tomorrow.
All right, I got it.
All right, peace. Hey, what's up, Manny? Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, what's good, bro?
What's good?
Hey, listen. My man CJ Holmes' new name is Let Him Go. That's his new name from here on out. Let Him Go. Oh, you got a deep one going on. Let Him Go. That's my man. He is trash. Trash. Whoa. And then you got oh my goodness, I don't know why he wearing 21 because Shiloh is, oh my God. So listen, real quick though. Listen, seriously. This is the last time I'm calling in and being funny. Last time I'm calling in being funny, man, because for the last couple episodes I done sat back, I done heard, you know what I'm saying, some craziness, and I kind of got to show my football acumen to a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all don't know, and I now understand why Scotty argues and say a lot of y'all don't know football, because a lot of y'all don't. But anyway, congratulations to Scotty. Congratulations to Scotty. I know y'all want me to say congratulations, Jackson State, but I'm going to say congratulations to Scotty. I'll talk to y'all later.
Hey, appreciate it, Manny. Hey, yeah, man, I'm just glad first of all, I'm just glad I made it through the season. I'm just glad I made it through the season without being killed. All right, because I've been to all these games. Everybody says I'm a Jackson State. Hey. They say I'm a Jackson State hater, so it is what it is. So I'm just glad I made it through the season alive. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. And DeHurler, what? Hey, DeHurler, watch this. Jawan pass, trash. Bucket juice. Okay, watch me when I say it. Trash. He had a trash game today. All right, he played like trash today. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Hello, this is Tiffany Wilson, caller from the DMV.
Hey, DMV, you're good with me. Let's get it. What's going on?
I first want to say congratulations to my Tigers because you know I love them. And do you have instant replay for the quarterback for PV when he threw their football and it went over the back of his head?
I'm gonna clip it. Yeah, that was
You
bad.
need to put that on. You need to put that on instant replay. It's got to have some type of special announcement.
Yeah. I definitely got to clip that. That was funny. And the funniest thing about that, Miss Wilson, is like one of my subscribers, Yogi, like, you know, if PV would have went down and scored, he would have won $100. So he was just praying that, you know, they make a last minute drive just to get some like garbage time points. And when he did that fumble, man, if that wasn't the funniest thing in the world, he was so heartbroken. Oh man, it was so funny. But yeah,
it didn't even go in the direction. It was literally went behind him.
Straight up in the air.
Okay, other than that, I want to say hi, Keela.
Oh, she's not here. I don't know if she's in the. She's not beside. I don't know if she's in the chat. She might be in the chat. I don't know, but she's at her homegirl's house.
Okay, but anyway, see y'all later. Bye.
All right, appreciate it. Ooh, that was funny. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was freaking hilarious. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Man, Yogi almost got that picnic basket.
Hey, man, he was close. He was close.
Yeah, hey, but what's so crazy? I don't really think it was the O-line coach per se. I would say more or less, it's more or less the players. If if you're good and listening to what the coaches say, you're gonna do what you're supposed to on the field. So with that said, man, I can't really blame the offensive coordinator, line coach, man. That's more or less on the players, man. They gotta recruit better.
That could be possible. I mean, like there's where coaching comes, and then there's where players have to perform. So I get what you're saying. You know, it's only so much a coach can do at that point. You still got to go out and execute. And I think, if I'm being honest, man, but what Coach Harper's saying, there's no reason why he should be beating a triple team. It's real. I mean, come on, listen, bro, he's not Aaron Donald. I'm not saying Dumas isn't that guy. He's a dog. But, you know, he shouldn't be beating a triple team. Like, let's be real. But I just think Dumas was just better than those guys, if I'm being 100%. He's just better. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up.
I understand. This is my first year watching SWAC, right? So with all that said, I've been watching since the spring, since you came on and everything. So with that said, man, I say it's everybody's O-line. Look how Jackson State done ran through everybody's O-line. The only trouble they had was what?
Southern.
I forget the team name.
Southern.
ULM.
Oh yeah.
Southern
Southern and ULM.
Yeah.
The two hardest ones.
Yep. So with that said, it's just the whole SWAC for real.
I mean, so yes and no, right? So I think 4-on-4, the only two people, like 4-on-4, like 4-on-5, or however you want to do it, like 4-on-5. Yeah, let's go 4-on-5. Antoine Owens and James Houston are your two biggest headaches. Coinus Miller, he's real sporadic. Like he'll come to play a couple downs and then he'll fall off. But Antoine Owens and James Houston are your two biggest. But when you add blitzing into that factor, that's where you get the miscommunication, the missed blocks. And then on top of that, Houston being as athletic and aggressive as he is, you're just asking for a recipe for disaster, man. I mean, it's like a perfect storm. And that's why when you're having these play calls, quarterbacks have to go into these games with more than one play. It literally has to be because I can't see everything you can call a play on the sideline and see what the defense is in, but at the last minute they could change. At the last minute, you know, you do a hard count, you see the blitz coming. Then that's when you go into a second play that might be your blitz beater, or you make a hot route, or you make a correction. That's where I'm seeing the lack of development from these quarterbacks. And that's what really bothers me, because Jackson State does not do anything. They don't do anything super complex. They literally are a lineup and we're going to be better than you. Like, that's literally what they do. So you just have to counter it with, you know, better play calling, better scheming. You know what I'm saying? Like the play that he did in the first quarter with Coach Dooley, that's a great scheme, because why? You know, Jackson State is super aggressive. They are a see ball, go get ball defense. So if I give you a double play, you're going to go for the first one, because you're just a go after the ball type of defense. So that's why you got to hit them with double moves. You got to do double play actions and stuff like that. Little small stuff.
Agreed. That's why that screen pass killed them. That screen double pass, that killed them.
Because they're over aggressive team. You know what I'm saying? Like, their speed, they're so aggressive that their speed takes them one way to a play. The problem is when you do double moves and you do these double play actions, or you do a screen, they're so fast that you might not even have time to double pump. That's the key. So sometimes you got to get out of stuff that you want to do because of the fact that they're so fast. So I don't know why teams do play action pass against Jackson State. I really don't understand it. It's no point. It's really no point, because they're going to come down. They're coming downhill. They don't care if you play action or not. They're going to come downhill. So I don't even see the purpose of doing it. You just need to run what you're going to run and then have plays off of it. It's just that simple. But, it is what it is.
Hey, man, I enjoy your show, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're doing the thing, man.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the call in. Hey, what's up, Smoke? Talk to me. Smoke. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. 4769, you're live. Talk to me.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Talk to me.
Hello? How you doing, man? Yeah, I was the one called. I was 1 point off, man. I kind of figured the game was going to go, man, 28-10. I figured PVAM get at least one and have a chance for a field goal or something like that.
You Dale DEL?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, you was 1 point off, boy. If that missed kick, boy, them kickers, those SWAC kickers, boy, they the death.
Hey, you
boy.
know what's funny when that dude called in and he was like 17, he was like those weird numbers, you know how them SWAC kickers get. I was like, man, I should have taken 27.
That's what I was saying. Those SWAC kickers, man, they gonna come through for you. I mean, like you gotta account for that, man. You know, like, that's the crazy thing about the SWAC, man. That's why the scores be so weird because them SWAC kickers, man, them SWAC kickers are crazy.
Yeah, they kind of just get in where they fit in the SWAC with that, it seemed like.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. You're absolutely right, man. I wish you would have won that, Jank, but hey, appreciate the call, though.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All
Take
right,
it easy.
Hey, Tiff, I'm not going to the Celebration Bowl. Martin Anderson, any thoughts on what happened with the OC and scheme for JSU today? Had more rushing yards than passing yards. That's how the game was going, right? And let's be real. Let's be 100% real. The only reason Jackson State ran the ball as much as they did, one, is because PV was dropping 8, and they had 2 safety high. And everybody know, if you're an offensive-minded guy, the rule is if it's a 2 safety high look, you run the ball. That means the box is light. If it's a 1 high look, you throw the ball. That means the box is heavy. Like, it's just that simple. I don't know what took them so long to get there, but that's what they did. Second of all, is that the defense got you. Man, listen, bro. Shedeur Sanders was 8 of 16 with 85 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Like, the defense won this game. So all you got to do is run the clock out. At that point, all you got to do is run the clock out. So that's why they stuck to the run. I know Coach Sanders was like, run the damn ball. I know Coach Sanders said that to them. After they got that, after James Houston got that pick touchdown, that pick 6, I know for a fact he probably said, TC Taylor, run the damn ball. We're just going to eat the clock. We're going to eat the clock all day long. And that's what happened, man. You get up that much, you're not playing the team anymore. You know your defense is too good for them to just make these amazing runs, right? So you're not worried about that. Now you're just playing the clock. So that's why you run the ball. You run the ball, get the game over with. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me. Take it back right now.
Yo, what up, Scotty?
Talk to me.
All right, real talk. I know Dante talked about how Nugget do. And there's one play where Nugget just forced his man out of bounds. It was like perfect technique as a defensive back. Like, damn, that is perfect. They tested Nugget. I don't know if you watch the game, but they tested him, and that shit failed.
Yeah, I saw that early. Yeah, they try to test them early. Yeah.
Yeah. Two, clearly that Jackson. I mean, everybody, unless you blind, Jackson defense, the front 7 is some straight up studs. Jawan pass is unsettled, and I'm like that wheel route that he could have had, he threw a pick on. You know what I'm talking about? He did a rub route.
Yeah, I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly the play we're talking about. The rub route with the running back, and Cam got the pick off of it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I like, dude, like you kind of just unsettled like a motherfucker. Now, Jack State side, Dumas was a straight up problem for him. You rushing 3 and you getting pressure. That's a big problem. That's just a huge problem. That shouldn't happen. I mean, I agree with Coach Hart. Like, but the reason why Jackson ran the ball so much is because they rushing. They had 2 linemen on the field. They said, of course they're gonna run the damn ball. They had 3 real linemen. And anyway, but before I digress, rest of y'all SWAC niggas is trash. Jack State taking this W. We'll go to Celebration Bowl and just kill the rest of you motherfuckers. Holla at you, man. Peace.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Hey, are we going to church tomorrow?
Yo, if my girl hears that, she gonna be like, "Hell no, that was a one-time thing." So I don't know. I don't know.
I can feel the spirit. I'll let you know.
All right, man. Appreciate it. You stupid. Oh man, that is funny. Hey, Smoke, talk to me. Smoke. Bro, how you gonna keep calling in and not being on your phone?
Oh, yo.
Nah, no, nothing. Yeah, that's what you got hung up on. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what up, Scotty?
Talk to me.
Man, I think both defense played good. Only PV can hold out so long. And not to mention, PV had some big-ass O-linemen and still couldn't handle Jackson State defense. But my thing is, if you was to switch both quarterbacks out for the other team, what would be your hot take on that?
PV wins the game.
You think so? If Sanders was playing with PV, you think they'll win?
Yeah, they would have won. Because Shador's going to.
I don't know, bro. Because they offensive line, it's like they couldn't even pick up blitzes or nothing, bro.
That's not. But okay. But the opportunities were there. That's what. Okay, so that's the difference between this, right? The opportunities were there, and that's the thing with Jackson State. When they're there, you have to hit. There is no missing. You have to hit because those same opportunities probably won't be available in the third and fourth quarter. So when they're there, you have to hit. So those seam routes that them receivers, Shador's hitting that all day long because he doesn't get fazed by the pressure. That's not like, that's the one thing about Shador I absolutely love. He is so poised. Okay, good. I don't know if you saw the play where they did a stunt. No, they sent the cornerback blitz, right? And the cornerback got picked up by the tackle. The linebacker did a stunt around him and was dead face center with Shador. And he threw the ball like he wasn't there and still got hit. That's what you needed at PV. You needed a guy who could stand in the pocket, take that pressure, and still make those throws. And I think if you switch quarterbacks, even as bad as Shador played, he's going to make more great plays than Juwan Pass made bad plays. So I think you win the game.
Right. But I say this though, Scotty. Man, PV offensive line was trash. And not to notice, to put this on notice, they only touchdown was on a trick play. Nothing else after that. But I'm gonna just leave it at that, Scotty.
Nah, see, no. Like you can't. Like if you listen, bro. Like listen, their O-line actually played like they couldn't run block to save their life, and that's usually what PV use. I'll give you that. Run blocking to them today was atrocious, but Juwan listen, bro. He had time to step up. He had time to get up and get out the pocket. It was not on the offensive line today. The offensive line was not the problem today when it came to PV. It was Juwan Pass. And the times that he needed time to throw the ball, he got that time and missed. He missed.
Right. Well, I tell you this, and I'm going to go with this. I'll probably be out there in Southern protesting on Dooley. But I definitely don't want him. I'll be out there by myself.
You in a sign. You in a picket sign. I said you in the picket sign.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I'm gone. Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it, man. No, appreciate the call. Listen, guys. Like for real. Let me see. This game was JSU 80% versus PV's 40% overall. Hey, Urban, explain that just a little to me. Explain that to me just a little bit. Hey, what's up, Book? You live?
Hey, man, just real quick. So I think everybody kind of knows, a couple of things played out the way we thought it was, right? The pedigree came out, they leaned on them, and it just pulled away. But this kind of looked like Peyton Manning last Super Bowl. He didn't play great, right? Shadir didn't play great, but he also didn't make any bad plays.
Facts.
He threw a pick, but it's because he got tricked, right?
Yeah.
But look, man, Hampton, Cam. Houston, man, them boys, you put all them boys at one time, man. Come on.
They legit.
I mean,
they legit, bro. Listen,
hey, them boys played today, man. The defense carried today, and then, they bowled them with their run back.
Oh, that was huge. That was huge.
That's it, man. You got a defense going, special teams going, 9 times out of 10, you win it, right? So that's the one thing I was really, really enthused and impressed about. What I'm really worried about, though, now is, hey, this play calling is going backwards.
It is. Man, Agreed. 100% agree with you.
And other than that, hey, PV looks strong, man. They look strong.
They definitely did.
quarterback cost him the game, but you know, give him the breaks. B, I love.
Hey, appreciate the call.
All right, man.
All right, man. Let's try this again, Smoke. What's up?
Yo, yeah, it's Musa. Hello.
Oh, what's up, Musa? Talk to me.
Look, you think I've been wondering about this? Do you think that SWAC quarterbacks play down once they get into the conference? Because it's like these people that come in are transfers to prospects that do good, and then once they get in SWAC, it's like they just, I don't know. Am I making sense?
I get what you're saying, but you got to understand usually the quality of quarterback that comes to the SWAC, right? A lot of quarterbacks that come to the SWAC are really raw, like, you know, because all the real good ones, they're either at Power 5 or top level FCS competition. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming down to the SWAC. You know, you don't get many McNairs and like you don't get that kind of talent that usually comes to the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people will talk about Tavares Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like they're those like Devontae Kincaid's, like those guys don't usually come down to the SWAC unless they have to. You don't really get those guys out of college, out of high school. So I don't think anybody plays down. I just think that they're usually raw. Like you don't find many Shadors that are that poised and that polished already as a freshman to come in and play at the SWAC. If you had 4 or 5, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So you think they should? I don't know. It's just a thought of mine. Like hire specific, like not even a coach, but just quarterback technicians, like just the. You know what I mean? To get them to that pro level.
There's only man. Like there's only so much you can do with quarterbacks, right? Like a lot of I've heard Troy. I heard Troy Aikman say with accuracy, you either have it or you don't. So you know, like you can learn steps, you can learn drops, but with accuracy with quarterbacks, they said you have it or don't. I've never coached quarterbacks. I've never played the position, so I cannot tell you exactly what you need to get your accuracy better or your reach. But a lot of times with quarterbacks, first of all, if you don't understand the game as a quarterback, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you cannot step up to the line and read defenses, that's numero uno. You're doing yourself a disservice because now you're seeing the game through your coach's eyes and not as a player. You know what I'm saying? To where you're like, okay.
I think that could be coached though. I think that could be coached.
But that takes like. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I played with quarterbacks where it was like I feel like accuracy, arm strength. Yes, arm strength is like something you're born with, but the mental part, check downs and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of quarterbacks has to be beaten to their head. I think at the pro level, it's kind of like forced because you get paid for it, it's your job. But I feel like a lot of other quarterbacks have to be taught that.
We'll see. I mean, I think that's subjective. Objective, subjective, whatever it's called. But hey, man, appreciate the call. Your background is too loud. Oh, Jesus, your background is loud as hell. Hey, caller, you loud? Talk to me.
Man, my dog's got it too goddamn hot, man. I'm in the middle of a motherfucking ocean on the oil rig. I went through 5011 Wi-Fi services to call in, goddamn. Look here, bro, we did it, goddamn it, boy. Now that we done it, my boy got on that. I believe, sir. I'm telling you, when I tell you I'm streaming trying to get through it so I can see it. Say, bro, I'm gonna need you to go on get your goddamn resume, like I done told you 5011 times before. Go on, get on up there with Skip. Get on that whatever Stephen A. and blow this motherfucker up, dog, because you the shit, bro. You was on the ass when we was trash, and you still got our back while we on top, man. I appreciate you, bro. You keep on striving, keep on doing what you're doing, and everybody in the chat, goddamn, y'all better buy motherfucking off-script shirt and goddamn subscribe and get them goddamn likes and shit up, goddamn it. Just got it to motherfucking hot, bro. Hey, I got you back, dog. I'm gonna keep on ripping you, bro.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much. Hey, thank you, man. Scotty, you let me down this time with the mojo. Listen, man, you can't. I can't jinx them all. All right, I can't jinx them all. Hey, caller, you live? Talk to me.
Yo,
talk to me. You live?
I just got a question for you, man.
Talk to me.
You think James Houston gonna go ahead and leave?
Oh yeah, he got to.
Or
do you think you should just run it back
He has
again with
he has
Dion?
nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove. The only thing you can do is go down. The only thing you can do is go down.
But don't you think he's probably going to be what you think? At minimum third round.
Yeah, listen, bro. Okay, let me. What I won't say. I will never say he won't be a first round pick if he stayed and ran it back. I won't say he won't because I don't know how life works and anything like that. But this season, it's too like, bro. You literally came in and set the world ablaze in the SWAC. Everything was about you. Like, you're the best player on that defense, point blank, period. Why would I stay for another year? And you pretty much won everything other than defensive player of the year. You won newcomer of the year, you won the SWAC championship, and you're probably going to win a Celebration Bowl. What do I have to prove?
The only reason why I say so, just because I didn't even hear if he had like any NIL deals. So
come on, bro. Come on, man. Stop.
I'm just saying if it's a money play, he's gonna go.
Come on, man. Bro.
I'm just saying.
Bro, you a Jack State fan?
I'm a bandwagon fan, but I'm really a fan of James. I like what he's doing. So I'm just saying he could go, but
go ahead.
I would say he could go, but if it's a money play, which I think I'm gonna take the money too, but he might just get the same money with an NIL deal and just run it back again to get more clout.
But you listen, bro. Okay, first of all, you're betting on you're betting too much on your future because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. If you get hurt playing in college, no, that doesn't even bro. Like, any coach that tells James Houston to stay another year is doing him a disservice. He has done. You played in Florida. You got tape at Florida, so they know you can play at a Power 5 level. You proved why you were at a Power 5 level because you freaking destroyed the SWAC. You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to show. I mean, bro, the NFL, if he does not get drafted, even if it's a 6th or 7th round, if he does not get drafted, the disrespect they're showing the SWAC is beyond belief because he is the best.
I agree with you on that.
He is the best thing walking. He's the best thing walking. I would take him before any other player today in the SWAC to get drafted. Period.
What you think about Aubrey Miller? You think he'll go?
He will probably go, but I don't think, if you're watching film, he's not better than Keontae. He's the second best linebacker on this team.
Keontae's going for sure. Keontae's going for sure, but I'm thinking all three probably could get in there.
Listen, if I'm being honest, I think Keontae's a 5th round pick, and I would take Aubrey Miller as a 6th or 7th round pick because to me, he's a one-trick pony. Keontae Hampton is the kind of linebacker that you bring in on special teams. He grows in your system, and then he ends up, somebody gets hurt, and he ends up starting, and he never loses his position again. That's the kind of the path I see Keontae going on. He's just that damn good. He's like a quarterback at the linebacker position, and what you see by how he plays it is that he reads the field so well. There's a couple plays that I've watched. I'm like, bro, how did you know that was coming? Based off your keys, you shouldn't have been over there. That's just great. It's just great IQ. And you can't, some things physically and all that type of stuff, but some players just have it mentally, and Keontae has it mentally. I just wish he was just a little bit bigger and a little bit bulkier. If you put Aubrey Miller's body on Keontae, you take Keontae Hampton's instincts in his brain and you put it in Aubrey Miller, he's a 3rd round pick, 2nd round pick easily.
Man, appreciate what you're doing, man. Love what you're doing. I'm following you all the way, man. So keep up the good work, man.
Hey, no problem. Hey, thank you for the call, man. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, this is Charles from Houston.
Talk to me.
And I just like to, I've been reading some of the comments about the PV game. I honestly think I think PV had a chance if they just would have done the simple things right. taking into account that Jackson State basically defense, they just have nothing but 5 or 4-star athletes. So, you know, we have to take that into account going against maybe 2, maybe fringe 3-star athletes.
That had nothing to do in this game. That had nothing to do in this game. It had nothing to do with this game.
To me, it was kind of to me, like, just like looking at it, you know, like, how am I about to say this? In my opinion, that was kind of outmatched just for talent to talent.
Where?
But
where? Tell me where.
Defensive line, linebackers. I just saying just pure raw athlete to athlete like talent.
But that did not affect the game.
I'm not saying it affect the game. I'm just saying for what PV did, it was like really just for the defense, it was really good. Their offensive line, I think, played really kind of solid. I just think it really came down to just coaching, just development, like QB development. I think if the quarterback just had a little bit of more confidence, they could have won the game.
So what does that have to do with the overall talent you just talked about? You just changed the narrative.
Nothing talent. I mean, like, how am I about to say this? Like, pound for pound on paper, JSU, just with the recruiting, they just got on paper the better athletes.
Okay. Appreciate the call.
You
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, I like to say, I'm Corey from Atlanta.
Talk to me.
Hey, I like to say that last guy that was on your YouTube saying it was a mismatch of talent or whatever he was talking about. That dude was freaking cap because Delta State beat JSU. Almost beat JSU. He almost beat JSU. So there's no when I say there's no excuse of talent because that was a D2 school.
But they ain't got nothing to do with today, though. I get what you're saying, but they ain't got nothing to do with today.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, I was just trying to make a comparison when they say it was a lack of talent because using Delta State as an example, because Delta State, they're a whole D2 school. If you look at it, what I'm saying is Delta State is a whole D2 school. So when you're looking at a D2 school, it was no mismatch. It was no mismatch of athletes because the talent that they were going against, didn't have this was a good match of talent because one, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If you're going against the same talent that you're going against now with PVAU, then you can't really make an excuse because Delta State, which is a D2 school.
Bro, stop bringing up Delta State. Talk about the PV game. Stop bringing up Delta State. They ain't got nothing to do with today.
Yeah, PVA. Well, when I'm talking about PVA, when I'm talking about Delta State, when I was trying to make a comparison, a comparison to Delta State when he's talking about mismatch of talent. PVAU is a good football team. That was a good football team. When I say there's a good football team, that was a good football team. It was a nice game. But when I'm trying to make an example of that Delta State was a D2 school.
Stop bringing up Delta State. Like, we get it. Talent, listen, we get you. All right. Talent, is equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we got you. Jack State's talent is not head and shoulders above everybody because Delta State gave them a fight. I got you. Talk about the game.
Okay. When I say about the game, it was completely Jackson State was the better team. In my opinion, Jackson State on all boards was the better team.
You didn't watch the same
When
game.
people
Bro.
like to tell
You didn't watch the same game. How listen, bro? Okay, I sat here and listened to you talk about Delta State for the last 4 minutes. Then you flip the narrative and say Jackson State was the best team on the field overall, and you act like PV didn't show up at all. They just held the freshman.
I gave PV my props.
They just held the freshman of the year to 16 attempts, 8 completions to 85 yards in 4 quarters. The freshman of the year. And you're talking about they got them beat across the board? That makes no sense.
No, what I'm saying, they never had them beat them across the board. I said the game was tough. It was a tough game on offense and defense. But what I'm saying is the way Jackson State played, the way Jackson State played was a little bit outright better than the way PV played. Because if you look at the way PV played, it looked like they was putting in 40%. Because they scored the first part of the game. They scored the first part of the game. We could have all said that the game we could have ended the game from 7-0. They could have kept scoring, but they didn't. The offense lost steam. When I say is that Jackson State's capability of the team, of their offense to keep going. The offense lost steam.
Okay. What's your name?
Not saying.
What's your name?
Corey.
Okay, Corey. Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
Corey. Yeah. When I say they lost team, when I meant they're a better team, is because you can't just say that Jackson, you can't just say PV was a full-on better team. Well, a better team, a definition of a good team has the power to keep going. This team didn't keep adding the hammer. They didn't keep going. They didn't keep scoring. What all you have to do with scores is Jackson State to at least keep up with this.
I'm sorry, Corey. Yo, I have never heard somebody say so much nonsense on one call. And so hey, Corey, listen, no disrespect, bro, but you have no idea what you're talking about. But thanks for the call, though. I don't know why that was so funny to me. Oh my God, that was hilarious. I don't know why it was so funny to me. Oh man. Hey, calling you live, man. You live.
Hey, Scotty, I'm really mad at you right now for letting these last few callers come on with this nonsense, man. What was dude talking about, man? Like, seriously, I had no idea what dude was talking about. And I'm sitting here laughing. I'm like, Scotty, go sit here and let this man sink himself in front of the world. But let me just get what I want to say out, man. This your boy Diallo from Ohio. We still checking in on you from Ohio, from the middle of the country. Listen, man, as you just stated, Shedeur Sanders looked like a true freshman today. And I was glad to hear, Deion is quick to praise his sons when they do well. I was glad to hear him criticize him after the game and say, man, this was Shedeur's worst game all season, which it really was.
It really was.
Like he's 70% passer. He was 50% today. 85 yards is pedestrian for him. You know what I mean? The pick, he got tricked on that pick, and it was a great defensive play. But the one weakest part of their offense all season ended up being the strongest part of their offense today, which is their run game.
Yeah, that's
funny. So I think we got to give a lot of love or props to Pickett as well as Sante. You know what I mean? And then the defense was the defense. What can you say? You could talk about Houston and Miller and Dante, like all these dudes, like those Gaddy, all those boys is nasty. But you got to give it up for the special teams as well, because they played well on all 3 levels except for the pass game. Running the ball well, defense was great, special teams was great. Even Bolden with the touchdown, Newman's had some great returns that got them great positions that they never capitalized on. You know what I mean? So I was glad to hear Deion critique his game and criticize him, because he's going to have to play a lot better versus South Carolina State if they want to get out of there with that game. They can't take these guys for granted. And I think part of today's game, they took PV for granted a little bit.
This is the only thing I have. I think people who are jumping on this run, the people who are jumping on this run bandwagon, has to just give it a little asterisk, and not a big asterisk, because they got the job done. But think about it: when you're dropping 8 you're rushing 3. You're supposed to run the. I mean, come on, man. That's football 101. So I give credit because I know Deion at halftime was like, TC Taylor, run the damn ball. Like, real talk, like, Shador don't got it. You know, they're dropping 8. Run the damn ball. And what I will give Pickett credit for is he ran hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ran like 6'1", 6'2", 240. He ran like that today. So I will give him all the credit in the world. But them making the adjustment to run the ball was just common sense because they were not going to get beat by the deep play. And I absolutely love that. I really did, because all year, from the Alabama A&M game on, all I kept saying was, listen, Jackson State is a quick strike offense. They want the big play. They want the big play. And PV said, damn it, we not giving it to you. They gave them that one little fade, and they did not go back to it. So you got to give them credit for that, and then making them change their whole game to be successful. So you got to, I definitely, listen, I give credit. I'm not giving no credit to TC Taylor. I know damn well Deion told that boy to run the ball. I don't give a damn. TC Taylor gets no credit. I give Pickett credit, Santee, they ran hard. And I give the defense credit because, you know, the defense did what they do.
No, and I got to agree with you as well. They basically took what the defense gave them.
Facts.
But the reason I give them a little credit running the ball is because they've been so horrible all year, and they've never seen, you know, 8 people in coverage. So they had a better opportunity to and be effective at running the ball, which they was. But before I go, man, I want to give a shout out to the Dumas kid for PV, man. I've never seen that kid play. I've heard people talk about him, but man, he's the real deal, man. Is he a senior? And if so, do you think he got a chance to play on Sunday?
I think he's a red shirt junior. Play on Sundays, that's tough. He's really undersized. I mean, you're talking Aaron Donald. You're talking about Aaron Donald undersized, but he's not Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. If he gets the opportunity, I think he could be a rotational player in the league. I really do, but that's going to be hard because he's super undersized. But hand placement, movement, his motor's real. So I think he definitely should get a shot. I think he will go undrafted, but I definitely think he should deserve a shot.
Absolutely. But good job, Scotty. Keep it up, man. Can't wait to see what we go do with South Carolina State. I think that's going to be a better game than what people would expect.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, bro. I just thank you for the common sense call. I just thank you for breaking up the monotony, man. I got to thank you for that. Thank you.
I wasn't even going to call in tonight. I'm like, I'm just going to listen and enjoy the game. My people's won the game today. When this nonsense started, I'm like, hold on, man, I got to call in, man.
Thank you.
And help Scotty out for the thinking ship, man.
Thank you.
Again, man, salute, fam. Good job.
Hey, man, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, man, that's funny. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Jackson.
All right, talk to me.
I just want to say, I want to shout you out in Jackson State.
Thanks, little man.
Yeah, I just want to say, shout out to you in Jackson State. And where did I interview at, though?
You said what?
My interview.
Hey, man, we got to set it up, man. You got to set it up.
I mean, I've been waiting on.
Man, you ain't been waiting. You ain't been waiting.
Yeah, I
have. But hey, follow me on Instagram and message me offscript_TV. All right, follow me on Instagram and hit me up in there. That's where I usually set up my Instagram. Or set up the interviews.
All right.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Hey, calling you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, this Duck. Hold me, cut this off in the background.
Appreciate you.
This Duck still out of Virginia.
Talk to me.
Hey, I just got a question. But you know, I watched a couple of games today.
Mm-hmm.
Like of course the Jackson State game, and I was watching the FCS playoff games. I just want to ask you a question. The way Jackson State plays in the SWAC, do you really think they can win a couple games in the playoffs? Because I watched JMU play that Southeast Louisiana game.
Mm-hmm.
They smoked them. I mean, killed them. And I wonder if Jackson State is good, again as they look or kind of look in the SWAC, do you really think they would have been okay in the FCS playoff game? Because I don't think so. This year.
I think listen, Jackson State's weakness is a good quarterback. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's just that if you have a good quarterback, right? Because most teams in the FCS got offensive lines. Let's just be real. Most teams in the FCS have an offensive line. So I'm not saying they're going to block up that front perfectly, but the same opportunities that Jawan Pass had today, teams in the FCS would have had those same opportunities. I think a better quarterback wins this game. It's just that, listen, if you put my grandmother on this team and she makes 2 seam throws, this is a different game. But I do think styles make fights. If Jackson State goes against Cole Kelly, they lose. I don't give a damn who you talking about. They lose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, because everybody, I hear people keep calling in and on your show keep saying, well, they got the better players, they got better players. Some up is with the coaching, and some's up with the coaching because I'm looking at these FCS schools like JMU and Sam Houston State, North Dakota State. Those boys are ready, and they don't have a whole bunch of 4-stars and big-time players, but their coaching is like top notch, like from the offensive line on up,
Yeah,
I think State, the way they keep playing around with teams, they ain't gonna play around the boys.
Let me say this. I think the best matchup for them in the first round would have been Kennesaw State. Even though I say all the time you need to run the ball at Jackson State, if Jackson State does not have to worry about you throwing the ball, they gonna bring the house. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna bring it heavy. So I think Kennesaw State and Jackson State would have been a hell of a game. I really do.
And Did you see Kennesaw State today?
I still think Jackson State would have gave him the business though. I think Jackson State pulled that.
No,
I really do.
Man.
These
These teams in that playoffs are looking good.
Nah, listen. Now, listen. Jackson State's O-line is trash. Okay, let's be very honest. I get it. They're not that good. But I'm telling that defense is always going to give you a chance to win the game. And them, Jackson. Listen, Jackson State is a deadly team when all they have to worry about is coming downhill. If they don't got to worry about nothing going over their head. Shiloh coming downhill, Cam coming downhill, Nugget coming downhill.
Right.
These dudes love to tackle. Like, they can't do nothing else. They gonna hit you. So I think that triple option would have actually played into Jackson State's hand. But if you're talking about a team like James Madison, Eastern Washington, teams that throw the ball around the yard, Jackson State not winning that game. They're not winning that game.
I'm looking at FAMU. FAMU game, Jackson State, the 1-point game early in the season, whatever. But when I looked at FAMU play Southeast Louisiana and the way they defended them versus how JMU defended them today, it was like night and day.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch that game. I definitely got to go back.
Yeah, you got to watch that. Please watch that game. All right, man. Appreciate the call.
No, appreciate the call, man. Appreciate it.
All right, later.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty.
What's up?
Yeah, I just want to give my little input on the game.
Talk to me.
Yeah, Jackson State got a lot of work to do, man. They have a lot of work to do.
In what aspect?
That offensive line. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said what aspect?
Their offensive line, man. Like that kid from the other team, number 1. He really dominated the whole line. Like I'm looking like he's being 2 people off the block consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got a lot of work to do. And look, let me tell you this, man. With Jackson State fans, because I support Jackson State, I support Deion too, right? But let's be real. Shedeur Sanders, he's not there yet. Yes, he's a freshman. And he's progressing every game, and every game he gets better. But he's still got a lot of work to do too. Because granted, he's lucky he's playing SWAC teams. If he play other teams outside the SWAC, that's better with better athletes on the field. You can really see that he's really an average, man. Because like in that game. It was a lot of decision making that he did. It wasn't the offensive coordinator fault. It was Shedeur. But like I said, he's a freshman, so I'm gonna give him that pass. But he got a lot of work to do too. Now the Celebration Bowl, I'm not really sure who they playing because I don't really follow like that. But like, they got a lot of work to do, man. They getting past because that defense, like you said, you always said this too. That defense is really great. That defense is really good, but that defense, if they play outside the SWAC, it's like Jackson State, like they got a lot of work to do, man.
All right, okay. Let me stop you. Let me stop you. Okay. Okay. Have you seen the Remember the Titans? Have you seen the movie Remember the Titans?
Yeah, with Denzel Washington.
Yeah, you remember the part where he was like, "You think that's something, man? That ain't nothing, y'all. That ain't nothing, y'all."
Yeah.
Like that's how you sound right now. Like you really just repeating yourself. Like that ain't the Jackson State got a lot of work to do, man. They got a lot of work to do, man. But like every team has flaws. All right, that's usually what that's called. You know, like mismatch. You know, find mismatches or whatever. Now we all know that Jackson State's O-line isn't the best. But to say Shedeur is average, I can't rock with you on that because everybody's allowed to have a bad game. His bad games don't hurt his team. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Every quarterback is allowed to have a bad game. His bad games don't hurt his team. Why? Because his defense is so outstanding. So if he didn't have the defense that he has, and he had a game the way he had, he loses the game. But he has the benefit to go through these growing pains and become great because of the defense. He's a freshman. Like sooner or later, it's going to come up and bite you in the butt that you're a freshman. It happens. It's nothing wrong with that. It's life. You know what I'm saying? But he has the benefit of a defense, and that's how his dad built the team.
Right, Scotty. Right, I gave you that. And what you just said is complete. You everything you just said is fact because you know your football. You know what you're saying. But look, just listen out, man. So when I say Shedeur, like average, right? Okay, every quarterback gonna have a bad game, whether it's Patrick Mahomes or Bryce, whoever it is, whatever team. I understand that. But you gotta understand this though: the level of competition that the caliber players that they have on their team. Compared to other teams in the SWAC alone, and maybe the MEAC, like you can see the big difference, right? So he's able to have a bad game. I understand everybody has a bad game. I understand that. He's able to get away because the level of competition and players that they have on defense, they're able to cover that. So now, if he play other teams outside the SWAC. Right? If you play other teams outside the SWAC, right? You're gonna really see because the same competition that the defensive players they got is gonna be the same from the other team, their offense.
Okay.
Now it's gonna put him under the spotlight.
Okay. Let me ask you this. In this game, was it a talent issue or a player issue? That's the only question. For this game,
for me.
Was it a talent issue? Did Jackson State out-talent this team, or was it a player issue?
I would say talent.
That's wrong. That's wrong, bro. You can't say it was. How can you say this was a talent issue when the quarterback by himself gave you 3-4 turnovers? The quarterback by himself gave up 3 picks, 1 for a pick 6. The defense gave up 14 points. That's it. If none of those other scores happen, the game is 10-14. That is not a talent issue. That's a player issue. The player that was supposed to be on our team showed up for Jackson State. He threw 3, bad picks. I'm talking about shit that you just like, who the hell are you throwing the ball to? Nothing tipped. So it's not this was not a talent issue. This was not, if it was a talent issue, Shedeur should have threw over 300 yards. It wasn't a talent issue. But thanks for the call, though.
Yeah,
Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, this is Don from Dallas.
Talk to me.
Hey, I'm over here watching. Some of these people don't know what the hell's going on. But they need to understand that this team, PV, dropped 8. They took the pass game away. So you have to run or throw underneath to the tight ends. They didn't get the tight ends involved, so you run. This stuff about talent and all this bullshit. What are you supposed to do? They dropped 8. No, he needs to understand. People need to understand. You drop 8, you run. You throw you throw underneath and you run. That's all you can do. There's nothing else you can do.
Facts.
Shador's still learning this position, learning this at this level. He's still a good player. He's entitled to a bad game. Let's get the bad game. He got the bad game out of the way. So the championship, maybe he's going to have a stellar game. But if they drop 8, the coach needs to adjust and get the tight ends involved and also run and throw underneath.
It's simple. And that's the thing. Like, you have to listen. Most teams went 4 down linemen, 2 safety high, right? So that's an easy read for Shador. Like, okay, 2 safety high, boo, boo, boo. Okay, you're sliding. No, I'm going to work the middle. Usually he'll do his little hitches and curls. All that was done today. Keith Corbin having 10 catches, that was done. Newman having 5 or 6 that was done because they stopped all that short shit. They was like, yo, we ain't giving nothing up short and we're not giving you nothing deep. So it was all like, man, it was tough out there for Shador to get that ball in, but they were forcing it.
Exactly.
So you were walking right.
They need to
go ahead.
Yeah, they need to understand that they are not going to let PV was not going to let the receivers and Shador beat them.
Facts.
They did their job on that.
Facts. And then listen.
Period.
And at the end of the day, your defense only gave up 14 points. Like that's a win against Jackson State. That's a win. Your quarterback was the MVP for Jackson State. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good game.
Yeah,
I mean, if Pass would have lived up to his name and passed the ball correctly, total different ball game.
Totally. Listen, this game could have been so different. Southern fans would have been like, hey, Dooley, we would gladly have you on this. Because if we're being honest.
I don't know about Dooley and Southern, though, but anyway.
Man, listen. If Pass would have hit on those passes, Jackson State would not be a SWAC championship. I'm sorry, like that he gave up 20, and we're not even talking about maybe touchdowns. These Bama's were running with Jesus, just them and Jesus. So if you catch it, you're gone. Like, so I know it's like people gonna be like, if was a fifth, like, no, that's facts, bro. That's straight facts. There ain't no ifs about that. That's straight facts. So the game would have been different. And Coach Dooley is probably the head coach of Southern walking in on Monday like, hey, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a tough one. It's a tough one. But like you said, PV did their job, man. They did what they came to do. The offense didn't show up, so you lost the game. Just that simple.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, appreciate you, bro.
No problem,
Keep
man.
it up. Keep the good work.
All right, no problem. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, man. Love your show.
Thank you, sir.
I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
Do you think that, sorry, man, it's Duddy from Arkansas.
Talk to me.
Do you think that for the foreseeable future, as long as Deion is the coach at Jackson State, that they will just continue to out-talent teams?
If I'm being honest, no. I think because you're going to get teams' best shots. Like that's just okay. So right. I'm gonna start from the bases. I'm gonna work my way up, right? So coaches know they how to recruit better, right? So now they're gonna look harder for really diamonds in the rough, 3-4 stars. They're going to go out of their way to get talent and get better at weak positions, right? Now, the thing that needs to grow is coaching. Coaching has to grow in the SWAC because there is just certain things that Jackson State does that you just have to have a counter to it because Jackson State is not exotic. Nothing about Jackson State's defense is exotic. It's really not. It's basic offense and defensive play calling that you're not, like your quarterback and you are not on the same page about. But I do think that where Deion could be great at and really turn the SWAC on his head is in the trenches. If he gets those trenches, like if he dominates those trenches like he did this year, you're never going to have a chance because you're never going, I promise you, you're never going to get as good as offensive linemen as Deion can get defensive linemen. I really believe that. So if the SWAC offensive linemen don't come up and don't get better, then you're going to have Jackson State dominating based off, like, I don't know how many James Houstons you're going to hit on, and I don't know how many Keontae Hamptons you're going to hit on. But if you keep getting talent like that to replace people, they're going to have they're going to run stuff for a long, long time.
So what's it going to take for these other institutions to get to that level? Like, how do you get those recruits to those other places that aren't Jackson State?
You first of all, you got to take a shot. You listen. My mom says the worst thing somebody can tell you is no. So you got to take a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta shoot your shot, just like if you was talking to a girl that you think is out of your league. You got to shoot your shot. Secondly, you have to watch a lot of film and you have to be creative. You have to be open to changing your concepts. Like Jawan, I hate to pick on Jawan, but Jawan pass, and I can really break down the film. There's a few plays where you see the corner blitz. The receiver on the inside should know I have a hot route. If my guy is blitzing, I have a hot route. I take 3 or 4 steps, I turn around, and you throw me the ball. That's simple. That's simple football. It's nothing complicated about that. And that's a win against Jackson State. It's a win. You can't always think that if I'm not getting 10, 15, 20-yard gains, that's a win against Jackson State, because now you're telling the defensive coordinator, I got some shit for you. Keep doing that play if you want to, right? Keep doing that play if you want to. I got something for you. So, but they never do that. So what does Dennis Thurman keep doing? I'm going to keep doing the same shit because you ain't never going to change it up. But I really believe, because the All-Corn game and Southern games are preventable with coaching. You could win those games with coaching. Not one of those games is Jackson State just say, I'm just that much better than you. The only game I ever saw Jackson State was just like, I'm better than you, was Alabama A&M. Like, I mean, they look like they shouldn't even been on the same field with those boys. I was there live. Like, I was on the sideline watching that game. And I'm like, damn, these boys should not be on the field with these guys. So that's the only game I really felt like, damn, this is bad. Other than that, I was like, yo, coaching. It's some bad coaching.
Man, this is my first year, like, really paying attention to SWAC football because of the show. Like, I saw you popping. I was like, man, what is this? So I got into it. And I'm thinking the philosophy is kind of like I love basketball, and I know when I see bad basketball, like bad coaching, bad philosophy, like the kids don't know there's a difference between great teams and the ones that suck.
Mm-hmm.
These other institutions, with the coaching philosophy, is that on the come up now because of what's happening at Jackson State, or will it always kind of be the same for these extra 3 to 4 years?
The great coaches make adjustments. That's like, if you want to be the McNairs, the Mainers, the Willie Simmonses, like, you want to be great, you make adjustments. You want to be great, you go up to your competition. It is what it is. You just have to elevate. You can't complain. You can't cry about it. You elevate your coaching. It's just that simple, because the talent difference is not that wide. It really isn't. It might be wide at certain positions, like your right tackle might not be able to block one-on-one with Houston. But if I put a tight end over there, it's gonna lessen the blow. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna lessen that blow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As we saw today, these DBs, the PVY receivers were better than most of these DBs other than Nugget. Really. So the talent gap is not that far. It's just in certain positions, guys are winning. Keontae Hampton was the best. God damn, he was amazing today. James Houston, amazing. Nugget, great. Cam, great. Like, that's 4 players out of 11 people that were just great.
Right.
Everybody else was just a body. Everybody else was just a body. So it's not far-fetched to say, hey, we can compete with these guys, but you got to make plays. With Jackson State, they make you play perfect. If you're not playing perfect football or smart football, Jackson State's going to beat you, because that's where the talent wins. Because if you're not playing smart and and my talent's better than you, my talent's going to show up. It's going to show up.
Right on, man. Hey, man, Scotty, keep doing your thing, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, appreciate the call, man. Great questions. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
First off, man, let me shout out Jackson State, man, for winning the whole thing, man. This coming from Alabama A&M fan, man. They did a hell of a job this year.
They surely did.
My personal opinion, man, I think Jackson State won and PVA, man, lost at the line of scrimmage. And what I mean by that is, we talk all the time about pros and Joes, man, and Jackson State just benefited up front, man, from being a pro. They didn't play well offensively, but on the recruiting board, man, they're so much better.
than their opponents, man, at the line of scrimmage. And that's been the deal all year long, man. And that's the part that's where the SWAC suffers the most, man, is at the line of scrimmage. So while Jackson State has been dominant on defense, I think that we need to slow our roll in regards to us thinking that they can go outside the FCS and make noise right now. I think you can crawl before you can walk, because where they benefited, even though they have more pros than Joes in the SWAC, game plan wise, man, when you start playing decent teams at FCS, man, you get in the playoffs and stuff like that, man, they're going to pick up those blitzes. Like today, Fairview, man, some of them blitzes that got through, man, they were kind of premature blitzes, man. They just weren't picking them up. And I don't think it allowed pass, man, to complete some of them. Because if he complete 2 or 3 of them passes across the middle, we talking about a different ball game.
A different ball game. Completely different.
Right. So, right. And I think that's, and then the other part is, while Jackson State secondary is better than most, it kind of exposed them a little bit. They're able to get away with it in the SWAC, man, because they have more Joes up front, man. They can, they can kind of get away with it, man. But dude, they got exposed the latter part of the year, especially tonight, man. And like I said, man, if we don't slow our roll in regards to allowing them to kind of crawl a little bit, man, I think we're gonna dig ourselves a hole, because like I said, man, them offensive lines are better and them coaches are better, man. They pick up them blitzes. You talking about another second, half a second, bro, and those guys get their ass torched. Because one thing you can't do, man, when you start to play up, you cannot play man-to-man as much as Jackson State do. I don't give a shit how good you are. Facts. At some point, you're going to get exposed. Facts. You know just as well as I do. You can play man-to-man. You can play a hell of a first half and fuck up 2 plays and, man,
and it changed the game. And you're absolutely right. It'll change it changed the whole game. And that's the funny thing you saying this is because if you don't capitalize on those plays, Jackson State will never get out. But what I will give Dennis Thurman this was the first game I probably saw him play the most off man I have ever seen him play all season. He played so much off man, but I knew it had to be because that's Jawan's game plan. You know what I'm saying? If your receivers beat you off the line, he's 1-2 and he's letting it fly. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the timing, a lot of his passes the timing was off, because he's so used to people playing up and beating them off the dribble, beating them off the line and then throwing it deep. But I agree with you. And even with the blitzing, Jackson State always, 9 times out of 10, they're always going to send more than you can block. You have to know where it's coming from. And the thing that bothers me the most about SWAC coaches is that they don't, 1, have enough motion to show the quarterback where the extra man is coming at. That's 1. And 2, they don't throw hot routes. I don't know if they're allergic to them in the SWAC, but Akil don't throw them. Jawan don't throw them. Felix don't throw. Like, these quarterbacks do not understand hot routes. And I'm like, bro, like, it's so basic. It's so simple. If your man is blitzing, turn your ass around and catch the ball. Simple.
But see, hey, Scott, but check this out. Sometimes, man, I'm sure you can probably agree, even if you look at it, you can tell that up front, some of the coaches are actually coaching how to actually block it. And athletically, man, some of them guys just don't have it, bro. Mm-hmm. They just don't have it. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. So, again, I give Jackson State all the credit in the world, because they're definitely improved from a year ago.
Oh, most definitely. Of course.
They're good. Course. They're great in the SWAC, but they're an average football team. Does that make sense? They're great in the They're great in the SWAC, but they're average football team or above average football team.
I'll give you that.
You're breaking up. I don't know if you respond.
No, I'll give you that. I'll give you that above average. I'll give you the above average. Right. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. I don't want to discredit them, man, because like I said, they did a good job, man. But I listened to the comments, man, and I just right now, man, I think we just need. I think Jackson State, the SWAC as a whole, need to work on consistency. Before we start flirting and doing all this crazy talk. I know it's just talk, but let's just be realistic, man. When you start going against a little bit better offensive lines and better coaches in terms of just being able to pick, they don't even have to pick the blitz up completely. If they could just slow up the blitz and teach them guys how to read, man, they getting their ass torched, because them motherfuckers in the back were getting their ass goddamn sliced, man. And then the play, man, with a guy they were playing, it looked like I don't either was a cover 2. I mean, either was a cover 2 man or it might have been a single high man, but they had a damn defender underneath, and then Shiloh was over the top, man. He could have made the pick if the motherfucker. He just caught the damn ball. And I'm like, shit, man.
He should have but you gotta attack the ball at the high point. Yeah, he tried to cradle catch it instead of attacking it at the high point, and the receiver caught the ball. Yeah, that was crazy.
Right. So it's plays like that, man, that you see throughout the year. And like I said, man, where Paz was just overthrowing the ball, and I kind of got to give Paz credit. Those were good reads, man, but them motherfuckers was just all over his ass, man. If you just slow it, not even stop it, but if you slow up the blitz, shit, man, Jackson State, either it's a close game or Jackson State might lose. You talking like 14 points, bro, off the rip. And then Shador didn't play with him. So that could have been the turn of a game. But overall, good game. Jackson played well. Hats off to him, but we need to slow our roll, man, and let them kind of marinate a little bit, get a little better across the board before we start talking about going outside the sway. Bro.
Hey, no problem. Appreciate the call, man. Hey, EA. All right. I can't rock with this comment. That's why I put it up so I could remember that you said it. Right? You can't have it both ways, right? And I get it, right? Because I'll be the first one to tell you, FAMU, oh my God. FAMU stats are just a little inflated. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give Jackson State's stats are a little inflated as well. But you can't be that hypocritical, because if they weren't putting up these type of numbers, if they weren't doing what they're doing now, then it would be all for naught, because then you'll be like, oh, they're not the best team. Oh, you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a catch-22. You can't, on one end, you can't be like, oh, their stats are inflated, that's why they're playing average. Well, first of all, I only can play who's on my schedule. I can't change what you do. You want to recruit them sorry ass players? You want to recruit whatever you think is best, it's going to beat me? All right, that's on you. Dion has no control over that. All he can do is coach the team he has and play the teams that are in front of him. And he did it and he won. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, but I can't agree. What's up, Serve? Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, you live, Serve. Talk to me.
All right, man. Hey, first off, congratulations to Jackson State. How many people you got? You got a lot of people?
Yeah, I got 576.
I'm talking about waiting to call.
Oh, no. I got one.
All right. So basically, I think that Dion had us all beat way back before the season started. And it's because he realized what he had. So basically what you kind of got on earlier in the stream is that everybody has opportunity.
Hey, Serve, you're breaking up. Serve. Hey, Serve, call back in.
Hello?
Hey, call back in, sir. Sorry about that. You kept breaking up. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty. How are you, man?
What's up? Talk to me. What's your name? Where you come from?
First time caller, Spartanburg, South Carolina, man.
All right. Talk to me.
I have two parts.
Mm-hmm.
So the first part is, question is, do you think Jackson State's coaching staff rises to the level that's needed to win at the level that they're playing at? Is it possible that the coaching staff is only playing at this level or coaching at this level because of the level of the opponent that they're playing?
This is what I would say to that. I get where you're going with it. I think where the coaching is that they don't have to be. This is my thing. They don't have to be creative. They don't have to do anything like, oh my God, what is that? They literally just say, hey, we're better than you. This scheme works. Stop it. Beat me. You know, like that. Like listen, Jackson State does the same shit every single defensively. The only thing, like I said, the only thing that changed up today was that Dennis Thurman played off man. That's it. Everything else, Jackson State does the same exact thing every single game. So it's not really coaching up or coaching down. They're saying, we got a scheme that works. Beat us. Find somebody. Listen, you beat us doing what we do best, you deserve to win. If you don't, you deserve to lose. That's as simple as that.
Hey, man, I love your content. Hey, just a shout out HBCUs. I'm here in South Carolina. Most players go to Clemson, and that's where they recruit in this area.
Mm-hmm.
But for the first time, my son, the cause of Jackson State, said, Dad, he's a free safety and everything, and, recruiting in this area. First time ever. He's like, Dad, I don't want to go to Jackson State because it's too far. But can you look up North Carolina A&T for me?
Hey, that's what's up.
My boys have never thought about HBCUs. Even my son is a linebacker at the Citadel now. He's like, Dad, I think I want to possibly transfer. And we don't even think about HBCUs here in Spartanburg because, you know, everybody going to Clemson. So I just want to give a shout out that people talk about Deion Sanders, but in all honesty, this is the first time I have 4 boys, and 2 of them are already talking about HBCUs, and they were talking about Wake Forest, Oregon, and everything else, Georgia Tech. And this is the first time they've ever said anything because of Deion Sanders. Love your content, man. I made sure I paid to watch tonight, so I appreciate you.
Oh, hey, before I let you go, before I get you go, somebody, one of the commenters said, "Tell your kids about FAMU. They want them." And and then also, no, man, like that's the beauty about Deion being in the SWAC. It's just his aura, his electric personality, and his brand, man. It expanded past, and he makes the SWAC fun. Like, let's be real. Like he could be the villain in somebody's eyes. He could be the hero in somebody else's eyes. But he makes the SWAC interesting and he makes the SWAC fun. And I think that's what people want to be a part of, either with Jackson State or against Jackson State. You just want that. You want the interaction.
They can, yeah, exactly. FAMU, all you guys, some HBCUs. Only reason why my boys is this is a social, age. I don't do social media and all this. But the only reason why is because Deion Sanders puts out all these YouTube things all the time, and my boys are all over that, and that's just their game. That's their thing. And they were coming to me. I didn't know anything about all these YouTubes and Instagram and all this stuff. I'm old school. I'm a soldier from the old school days. So they brought it to me. So obviously he's touching them, and they're bringing it to the parents. So while they're trying to knock, I know he's flamboyant and all this other stuff, and some people didn't like him. But to me, you got to meet people where they are. And these kids are on social media, so these other HBCUs, they need to jam up their marketing game.
That's no, listen. You are ringing a bell that nobody wants to hear, because that guerrilla marketing that Deion Sanders does on Instagram and YouTube is big. It's big time, and you're absolutely right. He's reaching his audience by what they receive. Real quick before I let you go, a couple callers said, "What's your son's name?" So, and a couple callers, they say you can come to Southern. Another person said you can come to Alcorn. they over here trying to pitch to your son on the channel, so they just want to know your kid's name.
Well, I have a son that's playing basketball at Coker University. He played with Zion Williamson. He was the point guard at Spartanburg Day School here. He's in his 4th year. I have a son at the Citadel. He's a linebacker. They redshirted him this year. And then I have my baby boy. He's a senior at Dorman High School. He played safety and Sam linebacker for them. And he was thinking about, his name is Evan, and he was thinking about going to Wake Forest, but now he wants to reach out to North Carolina A&T. So Zion Lindsay at the Citadel, Chandler Lindsay at Coker University, and Evan Lindsay, who will be coming up out of high school from Dorman High School.
That's what's up. So if you guys are listening, reach out to your recruiters. Let them know he got some kids that can play. He got some boys that can play, and they want to come to HBCUs. Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Lindsay. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, Scott.
No problem. Listen, I'm all about giving my people some. Listen, I give you some pub. He said he has a football team himself. You damn right. He surely does. He definitely does. Hey, what's up, bud? Talk to me.
What's up, Scotty?
I'm
just leaving the game, man. I had to call you and tell you, hey, you would have been proud of that 50,000 today. It wasn't like Alcorn. We was rocking today, Scotty. We had that thing rocking.
That's
Scotty.
what's up. That's
you
what's
would have been
up.
proud. Hey, listen, we had the defensive chance going. We had the crowd rocking. Hey, I'm proud of us, man.
That's good.
Proud.
That's good.
It sounded like 50,000, and that's what it's supposed to sound
like that. Thank you. I like that.
Hey, another thing, Scott. Hey, man, from B.I. Love, Jackson State University, a diehard fan here in Jackson. I want to tell you we appreciate the channel and what you done, man. Keep it up, man. Keep up the work. Hey, keep hating on us, like I say. Keep bringing the content, like they say. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing a great job, and I hope your channel just get bigger and bigger.
Thank you,
we
bud.
do want to see you at SWAC Media Day, and anything that your fan base, I ain't say the SWAC fan base, your fan base can do to get you there, you need to let us know, because we need to get you there. We
Appreciate
need
it, bud.
now.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
listen,
keep
it
up.
touches me, man. Real talk, man. I really appreciate that, bud. Real talk, man. And I'm glad y'all won, man. Congratulations. I know y'all gonna go out there and party like it's 1989. Boy, about to go, boy. It's about to go down.
But listen, back this on football, Scotty, you know this. Hey, you always say that someone's open on the back end. Someone's open on the back end. The cornerback's getting to it. The cornerback's getting to it. Somebody can be open. Somebody can be getting to it. But you as a quarterback, you as an offensive coordinator, you as a coach got to figure out how to get your team time to get the ball down there. It ain't Jackson State's fault that our DBs are kind of iffy. But if you can't get the ball over, what difference does it make? We can put you out there at cornerback, Scotty. They can put me out there at cornerback.
Hey, all I need is 2 seconds. Man, listen, you give me about 2 or 3 seconds. I know James gonna save me. Yeah, I know that. I know James and Keontae gonna save me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what the quarterback's saying. Hey, when the ball up in the air, they say, what the ball got on? Man, it is either an overthrown ball, it's a bad pass, because you're not talking about great pocket quarterbacks back that is
facts
apart. You talking about, I mean, hey, I don't want to down anybody, but you talking about mediocre to decent quarterbacks. They don't have time to throw the ball. So those schemes work with quarterbacks that can put the ball there. Pass. I thought he was going to stop. I remember earlier this season we said, I told you, hey, I want to see them against pass because he looked like he can go down the field. Yeah, that quarterback before him had. He didn't have time really to find out who was open or even see who open. It seemed like he was seeing go. They just blitzed so much over and over and over. Hey, and it's the old thing that said pressure bust pipe. So until you can stop them from getting that pressure, and it's easy to say, put another man there, do this and do that and do this. But this is another thing about SWAC. Maybe those SWAC coordinators never had to deal with somebody that's blitzing as much as Dennis Thurman is.
Oh, that's
it
facts. No, yeah, that's absolutely
you
facts. Yeah, nobody's used to that. Yeah, nobody in the SWAC is used to how much he blitzes and brings it. Nah, nobody's used to that. That's facts.
So it maybe next year. Now that, like they always say, when teams get tape on you, then you will find out how good you are. Maybe next year when Maynard has time to look back at the tape and say, hey, we should have ran more screen plays. We should have done this. We should have that. Maybe we need to put some hot routes in when we get ready to play Jackson State. Then you will find out, maybe you'll see some adjustments then. But before now, they never had to adjust. Everybody was doing like FAMU do. Say, hey, we got a good defensive line. We're going to play back. We're not going to blitz. That's what killed FAMU when they played the FCS.
Facts.
They didn't blitz.
Facts. That's real.
Hey, so and they didn't blitz out it because normally SWAC teams don't blitz that much. So hey, but this season over with, man, we're gonna go take this Celebration Bowl and party in Atlanta. I know that's your hometown. Know the Jacktown is coming, baby. We coming. Jacksonians is coming to Atlanta, so be looking for us. We want to see you in the Mercedes-Benz Dome because we're going to come down there and party. We're going to put on down there outside. We coming to your home. We coming to your home.
That's
you need to have a tailgate or something. Something you need to welcome the Jacksonians to Atlanta. We welcome you here. You need to welcome us there. Hey, all I need to know is where we need to go to eat it.
Oh, man.
Where we need to go to eat it.
You stupid, bud.
We come to your city. So, hey, show love when we come, like we show love when you came to the Jack. Man, I'm gonna get off of here.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Right.
Oh, man, y'all funny. Y'all are funny. I love it. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, man, I just wanted to ask you a question. It's Tyrese. I'm from Baton Rouge. I live in Mississippi now, but I'm calling in I ain't talking about the game in general. I'm just looking. I went back and watched some of those games that Jackson State played, and I want to commend Jackson State fans. They deserve to be happy right now because they got done. They won SWAC championship. But me looking back at those games, say like the Southerns, the Alcorns, the games they barely got out of. Why do you think that was the reason?
Coaching. I'll stand by that. The Southern game is the worst. Listen, bro, the Southern game is the biggest indictment on coaching. The Alcorn game is too. because of the lack of running that, I mean, Stafford was killing Jackson State. I mean, number 31 was killing Jackson State, and they went away from that. But the Southern game for me was the biggest indictment on coaching. I mean, you literally left Malachi Wyman one-on-one with a 5'8", 5'9" receiver. You don't care. Like, you didn't want to win. If you saw how the way PV was playing this game is the same way Southern should have played the game against Jackson State coming down the stretch. We're not going to give you the big play. PV was adamant. We're not giving you the big play. We're not going to give you the little dink and dunk crap. We're not going to do none of that. You're going to have to run the ball and do it successfully. And they did do that, but it still wasn't. PV still would have been in the game if it wasn't for all the other miscues they had. But offensively and defensively, this was a well-matched team. It was a good game, but man. Coaching easily. Coaching.
Yeah, looking at it in all totality, since the SWAC doesn't have any, when I say any role, any quarterback, and given that the coaching carousel is so small, like that, it's hard. You don't want to judge people because you're not in that position, but you just knowing, watching it, man, I could do a better job than what they doing. So given that, can you really say that Jackson State is that good? Just like when FAMU went up against Southeastern, yeah, their stats were inflated. I mean, because they haven't played anybody. So can we say now that I could give it, Jackson State is a great HBCU team. It's good to play against other black people. But when we go step into these other conferences, can we really even say that they're that good if they're not even executing? Look, the talent differential, they're not even executing. They're getting away with 10-point, 7-point, 4-point wins. Can we really even say that they're that good?
Listen, man, you can't diminish winning. Like, winning is not easy, especially when you get everybody's best, right? Like, let's be real, right? If you were a great basketball player and you stepped out on the court and everybody knew you were a great player, everybody's going to want to check you. Everybody's going to want to beat you. Everybody is going to give you their hardest because of the fact you're considered the best. So if you ever have an off day, if your jumper ain't falling, if you ain't got your handles together, you can get got. And Jackson State was never gotten. They never slipped up. The ULM and Jackson State game was real iffy because the play calling and they didn't kind of know who they were. But when you're getting a team's best shot every single Saturday, it takes a lot mentally to be prepared to take teams' best shots because that's what they're doing.
See,
you're
what
everybody's Super
with
Bowl.
all the deficiencies in the SWAC, with the coaching, from the players, from the quarterback play. I'm saying if you take them, okay, ULM is a great example. I understand that they lost their game. They might have not had their best offensive efforts due to the coordinated situation. But if we take Jackson State and put them in the conference with ULM, what do you think they come out with?
In the FBS conference, let me be real with you. I'm gonna call it. Listen, let's level the playing field. If Jackson State,
that's what I'm saying.
Listen. No. Let me finish. If you move Jackson State up, Deion Sanders, let's say you take the spring Jackson State and you move it up to the FBS before the fall, and you go against a ULM, and you have Deion Sanders with 82 scholarships, give Jackson State the same budget ULM has, they beat ULM because the players that you're getting at ULM, the players that are other conferences gotten, they're going to want to go play for Deion Sanders. So your top players that you think you're going to get, they're not going to go to you. They're going to go to Deion Sanders because it's Deion freaking Sanders. So if
I'm not talking about the players, because the players he got right now with I ain't even gonna say the best coaching. With above, if he gets a tad bit better than TC Taylor, I think he could sweep everybody in, I forget, that Sun Belt Conference. Everybody may have trouble with Coastal Carolina, ULL.
No. They wouldn't sweep anybody because you have to understand these other teams are not recruiting scrubs. These other teams have players too. If you're looking at the SWAC, like, man, bro, the Sun Belt Conference, all these other, they got players. They got ballers.
I know they have players. I don't think you understood what I said. I'm saying, given what they have now, I ain't saying given what they have now, if they have a better offensive coordinator, do they come out? I ain't saying they got to sweep it because I said they would have trouble with Appalachian State, probably ULL, and Coastal Carolina. Do you think they would be competitive in a league like that since we could see that offensive coordinator is holding them back?
Bro, you're isolating one aspect of football and not encompassing everything else. If you're talking about
that's
Jackson,
because I'm looking at the deficiency. I'm looking at what's wrong right now. I know if they move up, of course they're gonna have more scholarships.
Then once again,
I'm saying
wait,
now,
no, I'm not. That does you can't compare the two. You can't compare a Jackson State team that does not have all their scholarships that they would if they moved up, because the extra scholarships, Deion might get a better offensive line. So what are you talking about? It doesn't make sense.
You looking? Well, let me explain to you because you running off with it. You looking at say how they play ULM, right? If they have a better offensive coordinator at the time, do they win that game?
Nah, maybe.
It ain't got to be a for sure answer. Just your take on it. Do you think
they
win
don't.
that game?
They don't, because the D line was really nasty against you. The D line at ULM was really nasty.
Okay, what you got? Arkansas State 1-7 in that conference. A tad bit worse than ULL. You think they win that game?
No, because the D line. Like these kids are bigger, bro. Like they're not scrubs. They're scrubs in their conference, but they're not scrubs compared to the SWAC. But you're still moving the goalposts.
Well, I got one last question. I'm past that. I got that take on it. I'm gonna remember that. Do you think Deion Sanders has been good for the SWAC?
Hell yeah. He's the best thing that happened to the SWAC.
Remember, you don't remember. You had a call earlier in the year. This is my second time calling in. I called in systematically. When I called in, you argued me from top to bottom that Deion Sanders was not great for the SWAC.
What did I say? Explain to me what I
said. How does it benefit the SWAC? That was your question.
What did I say?
You say, how does Deion Sanders dominating the SWAC benefit?
You didn't say that. That's not what the question was. Listen to what you asked. See,
that was your question.
No, listen to what you asked. You said, is Deion good for the SWAC? I said, absolutely. The question I said is, how is Deion dominating the SWAC good for the SWAC?
I asked you, was he good for the SWAC? Your original question in that particular podcast was, how was him dominating the SWAC?
Those are two different questions, young man. You're not smarter than me.
Oh my God.
Those are you're not smarter than me. You're not smarter than me. Stop it. Dominating. No, you're listen. Let me explain something to you. I am the most analytical person that you will ever have a conversation with. Dominating the SWAC and being in the SWAC are two different things. Deion can be in the SWAC and not dominate the SWAC. Those are two mutually exclusive questions. Deion being in the SWAC and dominating the SWAC is not good. Deion just being in the SWAC is absolutely the great thing. Try again, my boy. You got the right one today. Oh, you got the right one today. Hey, caller, you live.
Try again, my boy.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
All right.
What's up? Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on? Good game. Great game. Hats off to both teams, Jackson State and PV. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So the biggest thing is you guys talking about even the playing field. They talking about if Jackson State with this luck, man. One thing about it is great coaches in this conference. There's great players in this conference. But if you have a dominant defensive line like them guys show tonight, you have a chance to win the game. Pray if you put a good game plan together, but the athletes just showed up. So to kind of talk about some of the stuff that the other guy was mentioning.
What athlete showed up? What athlete like y'all listen, bro? Like what athlete showed up? Because if I saw a football game, I saw great plays made by great players, but this game was not out talented by any means. It was not. And anybody who says that is not watching the same game. Deion Sanders did not out talent this PV team. Point blank, period.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when it comes down to Jimmy's and Joe's, when it comes down to the trenches, I'm not saying that all red card, because number 82 is running by the whole team in the secondary, right? So you got matchups, but what I'm saying is it goes back to the defensive line, it goes back to the trenches. If you're able to control the trenches, you give yourself a chance to win. But great game.
Man, listen, bro. Y'all, listen, bro. Son, there is, if you watch this game, there is no way you can watch this game and say that Jackson State out-talented PV. That's not the case. That is the far-fetched thing anybody can say watching this game. It's not the same. Jackson State did not out-talent this team. It's no way possible. They held Shador to 8 completions, they had 16 attempts, 8 completions, was 85 yards. How did they out-talent anybody? The rushing yards. Peyton Pickett had 19 carries for 107 yards. Congratulations. They ran a scheme where they made you run the ball. What are you talking about? This is it. They just made more. Thank you, Jeff. All Jackson State did was made more plays. That's it. That's it. They did not out-talent anybody. They just made more plays. Just that simple. What's up, Serve? Talk to me.
All right, my bad. Last time I accidentally hit the mute button.
Go ahead.
But basically, I was just trying to say congratulations to Jackson State. And I just want to talk about going forward, because the way I see things, I done watched a whole lot of film recently before this game. Watched some with the offensive coordinator at my school. And I see things going one or two ways going forward. Jackson State, offensively, they got better throughout the year, but everybody knows the main thing that they whooping the rest of the SWAC with is on defense. Outside of Southern and FAMU, any of them fans of them two schools ignore everything I'm saying. But outside of them two, the rest of us are in the same boat going against them. So they got Dion and Dennis Thurman have done an excellent job at building a defense that you cannot put a drive together on. The rest of us, we cannot match up with them and put a drive together. So what you actually brought up earlier in the show is true, that there are openings, but the openings are just in the big plays, and you have to convert the big plays. But what Dion did at the beginning of the fall is where he beat us all. Is because he didn't overlook one player. He overlooked damn near everybody else he already had on the roster, but he didn't overlook one player. He changed him from the all-purpose linebacker to the coverage linebacker, and that's the reason can't none of us get a big play on him. If you cannot stop 40 from seeing the play, you won't get a big play on him. Plain and simple. If you go back and watch the film from every game, if somebody gets a close big play, he either going to be the one to stop it, or he's going to be the one in position that causes the play to not go for a touchdown. If you can't score on the big plays, you can't beat them. If you can't stop 40 from seeing the play, you can't score on the big plays. That's all I got to say.
I appreciate it.
And James Houston is definitely the best player on that defense.
Facts.
But if you can't stop 40 from seeing it, it's over. You can't beat them.
Appreciate it. Listen, man. When you're, oh my God, let me go back to, because some of these y'all Bamas do not know football, bro. For real, y'all Bamas do not know football. You guys are just out here just being fanboys, like for real. Let me see. SWAC is over. Y'all want to face an opposite team, better cat than. Listen, bro. Listen. You have great matchups, right? Your matchups, your scheme is what helps you win games. You are not out-talenting people. You have great matchups. James Houston on whoever your right tackle is, or left tackle is a great matchup. Why? Because James Houston is great. All right. Nugget on one of your top receivers. You could, whatever. Matchup, great matchup. Keontae Hampton, circle in the middle. Great player, great matchup. There's 8 other players that are not great. Antoine Owens is a good player. He's hit or miss every now and then, but he's a great player. All right. But at the end, Shiloh, not great. Cam, great. In space, not good. In coverage, not good. Coming downhill, great. CJ Holmes, not good. The other DB, not good. Like, these guys are average. You're not out talenting everybody. Your scheme is great and you have great matchups. Your best players win their matchup. Hey, calling you live, talk to me.
James Houston is great.
Yeah, man. I want to speak on this thing, man. Everybody in their feelings hating on JSU. We did it.
Okay.
Hello?
Nobody said you didn't.
I'm saying I'm trying to get on.
You on and you live.
Okay, my bad. Hey, check this out. Man, VI love. Get out your feelings. Anybody put 8 in the box, yeah, you're supposed to run. But they looking for the run. So we're going to try to slip some in. He had a bad game. I ain't going to say it was a bad game. You load the box up on the outside instead of the inside. He should have ran it more. But we won. That's all I got to say. For all you haters, get off. Get you another vine to swing on. VI love.
Great call. Appreciate the call, my boy. Hey, caller, you live, talk to me. Hey, caller, you live, talk to me.
Okay. Hey, Scotty, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is RG from.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. There are a lot of teams that had an incentive to beat JSU this year because of what Shadur said at the very beginning in that SWAC press conference, and none of them beat them. So, I hear a lot of people on here kind of hating on JSU.
What is hating? What is hating? What is hating? What is? Explain to me what's hating, because y'all just love throwing this word around and you don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. So what is hating?
They beat the teams that were in.
What is hating? Explain that to me. How are people hating by making football acumen judgments? How is that hating? Explain that to me. I'm so sick and tired of hearing it. What's hating?
Because they're not giving JSU credit for what they did.
Who's not giving? Everybody I'll say about 80% of people called in and said, congratulations, Jackson State, for winning the SWAC championship. But explain to me what is hating. I'll give you an example of hating. Example of hating is saying that Jackson State's defense is not good. That's hating. Everybody can see that they're great. Everybody can see that's the best part of their team. If you just come on here and blatantly say they're not good, James Houston is not good, Keontae Hampton could be better, they're not this, that's hating. But to say,
Scotty, there's I hear it. Oh, Scotty, I hear you say that the DBs are not that good.
They're not.
But I think that hold on. But I think JSU DBs are the defensive backfield was first in the SWAC, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but they were better than everybody else.
No, they weren't. There's other DBs that had better, had more turnovers than them. But go ahead.
Who was
Valley's DBs led in interceptions. They led the league in turnovers. But that's neither here nor there. Explain your point.
Right. And one more thing. I wanted to say that Dennis Thurman, I don't think gets enough credit, because he knows for a fact that these quarterbacks can't beat his scheme. So, if he found a quarterback, if there was a quarterback in the SWAC or anywhere else that could beat his scheme, then he would change it up. That's all I want to say, Scotty. I enjoy your show.
Appreciate it. Yo, man, y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill with this hating word, bro. Listen, hating is not saying, hey, you have a weakness on your team, which is your DBs. That's not hating. That is That is a visual fact. If you watch the game, you can clearly see that PV's wide receivers were giving Jackson State's DBs the business. That's not hate. Hating is calling in and saying, hey, James Houston ain't shit. That's hating. Calling in and saying, oh, Shedeur is not good. That's hating. All right? If you say, yo, Shedeur doesn't have to do something based off something else, that is a constructive criticism. If you say, hey, Jackson State is good because they do this, that is constructive. But just to come in and say, oh my God, you know, Antoine Owens, he's not good, that's hating. Y'all Bamas need to understand. Y'all are supposed to be college educated people, some of y'all, and you call in saying the dumbest stuff. The dumbest stuff. It's crazy. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm definitely enjoying the show.
Appreciate it.
Your objectives, you know what I mean? I just wanted to call in and say this. First of all, I'm happy for Mississippi, Jackson, because before Deion wasn't talking about Jackson, Mississippi.
That's
so
facts.
Let's shout out to Jackson, Mississippi. But on the game, man, I just feel like this. Coaching is a major part. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these coaches ain't making adjustments. You've been speaking truth. You know what I mean? A lot of these coaches ain't making adjustments. Jackson State is a good team. They need to get better. For next season, when you already see what the bar is, I want to see these other teams and these other schools step their game up. Go out there and get some better players, better QBs. I wish Brian Leftwich come to Eric Bieniemy, come to the HBCU. You know what I'm saying? Put their imprint and then go back to the league. I think the coaching definitely need to step up. They need to put some of these coaches on a hot seat. And then this is what I want to tell you, Scott. Send me every HBCU. I'm going to donate $1 so I can step up their budget. We need to step up the budget. Everybody who call in, donate some money. Let's become boosters so we can get some coaches up in here. We can change the game.
Okay.
I love you, man.
Hey,
Have a good one,
I like that energy. I like that, man. Appreciate the call. I like that. I freaking like that. Let's go. Let's become boosters. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
Hey, Scotty.
What's up,
what's going on, baby? What's going on?
Chilling.
You know I'm Jackson State. So I call in, sir, to help dispel some of this crap. All right? So I feel your frustration. Anybody want to say Jackson State ain't all of that? We beat everybody in the SWAC. We're undefeated in the SWAC. So well, hold on. For all y'all folks that I'm not a Jackson State true Jacksonian, look, straight out of doggone West Jackson. I graduated from Callaway High School. I went to Jackson State. All them rendition boys, I feel you. I'm telling you right now, everything from Bailey Avenue straight on out to West Jackson, out there off of Lynch Street. I'm telling you, we are all real. So now, let's get back to the point of haterism and hate. People that's hating and people that's not hating. You with me, Scotty?
I'm Richie. I'm rocking with you.
All right. So, okay. I just want to make sure I ain't lose you. So now, I'm going to hate. Shedeur suck tonight. He straight sucked tonight, dog. He wasn't putting the ball where it was supposed to be. He was underthrowing people. He was not in the game. That's not hating. He had a bad game, point blank. PV, perfect matchup. They defense matchup, defensive back matchup. Shedeur had nowhere to even throw the ball. So that left all the pressure on our defensive line. It just so happened we got a good defensive line. For all y'all people out there, Alcorn, Southern, Mississippi Valley, Lemonade, Grambling, who else? Oh, shit, can't forget about FAMU, that shirt behind you. Look, the defense is what wins this game, point blank. And that shut down all of that. So I feel you, bro, when you're saying people are calling here for hating. Nobody is hating. Nobody's beat us in the SWAC. That's what that is. Now we move on to the Celebration Bowl. I'm going to give y'all people something to really hate. If we get 2, and I mean just 2, because I've really been banking on 1, but if we get 2 people to go into the draft, y'all can cancel it. As Scotty said before, you can cancel. This is now, it's no longer the SWAC. What you call it, Scotty? What you call it?
The Deion Sanders Athletic Conference, DSAC.
Southwestern Athletic Conference.
No. It's the
That's what the hell it'll be.
DSAC, Deion Sanders Athletic Conference. If he gets players,
okay, so I ain't gonna give you all that credit, bro, because it ain't just him. But I've been SWAC all my life, but Deion has turned this thing up to a whole nother level, sir. And I appreciate you covering this. And pushing this. I ain't even got a voice no more. Me and my wife here who've been hollering. We beat the SWAC. We beat everybody in the SWAC that y'all put up against us. So Alcorn stop crying about the doggone numbers. Southern stop talking about what the hell we could have done. Look, fourth quarter we beat Southern. Alabama A&M, what was that score? Oh my God, that was y'all homecoming. We beat 61-15. Beat you in the dirt. Not only did we beat you down, we dragged you. So now that the SWAC is over with, how about everybody get behind us and let's go play the MAC? And I don't feel no kind of way that South Carolina State can deal with them boys. Now, again, we lose a lot of people, so y'all people can. I'm gonna give y'all a fig leaf. We get ready to lose a lot of people as far as seniors going away or even getting drafted or even being walk-ons or free agents, however you want to put it. We're going to lose that. But we got Deion just reloading. So y'all get ready. We coming back in 2022. All you got to do is watch December 15th, and we're going to just keep loading up on you. So Deion, yes, is good for the SWAC. Why? Because he draws attention to the SWAC. I mean, because Jack State ain't never hired a real estate agent. I don't know real estate agent. Is your phone good, sir? Or is that mine?
That's yours. It is trash.
Bro, I'm on a landline.
And it's
horrible. You ain't going to hear the phone ring like it did on CFL, bro. I ain't got no extra line. I'm on my landline. So that tells y'all young folks, I'm old school. So the thing would be is, again, like I said, love it or hate it, we the ones to beat. Top of the hill. Hate it. It is what it is. You can take that FAMU shirt down because they ain't done nothing. They lost to us. They lost in the playoffs. You can put it on off the wall. Where is your where's JSU hat, man?
I got my headband on.
Okay, well, no, you got a Nike headband on. I want that J that you had.
Yeah.
And where's Coach Simpson? And I'm about to get off the line because I appreciate you.
I put my headband on.
I just need to hear. Look, Chris from Cincinnati, if you out there, Chris from Cincinnati, if you out there, bro, we need you, man. I need you to call in so we can talk about and laugh at all the people that haul ass. Because right now they ain't got a T-shirt, a hat, or a ring.
All right, Mr. Blowmax,
we appreciate y'all, good people.
Man, that phone is garbage. God almighty. Somebody said Roger. Somebody said Roger that. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Scotty, what's going on, man?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, man, it's Shelton out of Atlanta, man.
Talk to me.
I know you coming through, right?
What, coming through?
What you think?
Coming through where?
Yes, sir.
Coming through where?
To the MEAC SWAC class.
Hell no, I'm not going to that.
Oh, man, come on, man. You went to a whole bunch of bullshit games this year. I mean, might as well, son. Come on, man.
No, man, I'm not going.
I see your donation. You might as well come on and do your show here. Go live, you know. I'm probably the only person sending you donations anyway on the regular.
Listen, man, it's up to he said you on the bullshit game. I'm sorry, that was too funny. Man, I don't know, man. I'm debating it, man. I gotta talk to my girl. She's director of logistics, so if she said we going, we will go. But if not, I'm at the crib.
Look, man, you come to the A, I'm gonna hook you up. Just hook me. Just hit me up.
We stay in the A, so it's nothing really.
Oh, let's shoot. You didn't catch up, man.
Yeah,
you've been traveling to some bullshit games and you covered some good games, but come on, man.
Yeah, we in I stay in Lithonia. I stay in Lithonia.
You know we ain't got nothing else to do.
It's
facts. Christmas time. Everything's shutting down.
That's facts. Yeah, but like my man, I make more money staying at the crib.
Nah, man. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So, but no, go ahead. What's what you talking about? What's
I was just hearing there about the hate stuff, man. And people gonna always have something negative to say or positive to say. And, to be honest, when your team been terrible for years, people can't handle the truth because they just want to be so positive because of what has happened. I mean, come on. I mean, Jackson State. What? 07 has been years since we had something great.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just sensitive. They still sensitive even after winning a SWAC title. People still sensitive. You still can't say nothing bad or good or criticize the team. It's a little childish. But I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing. Keep telling the truth. It is what it is. Shedeur was not great tonight. He played like he should have been a second string All-American SWAC player. Quarterback.
That's
I think
fair.
that's what he was picked for, and he played like a freshman. That's just what it is.
No, that's fair. I'll give you that. That's definitely fair.
And hopefully next year he'll play better. If he doesn't play better next year, he probably should make first team anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Hey,
that's
no
all
problem,
I have to say.
Hey, appreciate the call.
Hope to see you at the game.
We'll talk about. I got your number. I'm gonna text you.
Do that.
All right, man. Peace. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, man. Just call 3 quick things. I'm a second-generation Jacksonian.
Talk to me.
And my father's season tickets and my season tickets have always been on the visitor side. And so what I wanted to say just about the atmosphere, I had a great time with the PV folk, man. We laughed, we joked, we talked noise. So, I know things get a lot foolish online and people get real personal in the chat box and all that. But as someone who my season tickets, I've had season tickets on the visitor side. My family's had season tickets on the visitor side since 1980. Woo. And I just wanted to give a compliment just to the atmosphere between myself and the PV fans, man. That was great. The second thing, I just had a ball just talking and chopping it up with the PV folks. So I just want to give them shout out and props to that. The second thing is you're right that a lot of the games that we at Jackson State won was because of bad coaching. I was watching. I'm sitting there on the PV side, and we're like, RPOs. If PV puts past in a lot more RPOs, which they did it, I think 3 times, and they got first down.
Yeah.
And then they didn't do it anymore after that. Like how do you do this 3 times and get first down, and then don't do it the rest of the night? As a Jacksonian, I'm happy as hell they ain't doing it. Yeah. But like you say, as an objective observer, I understand if there's better play calling. So that gets me to my third question. Well, my third point was a question for you is, let's watch it because I'm there. So you watching it on TV. What did the product? Forget about me being a Jackson State fan. The product for you, if you are a kid at home thinking about, hey, I'm watching what's quote the best that the SWAC has to offer. Was it a product that you think that would say, okay, more people want to tune in after seeing this, or more young people want to come play in this league?
That's a damn good question. If I'm being honest, the only thing that turned me off of this game was pass. I mean, if you knew, like, if a kid just walked into this game and didn't know anything about football, you love the game because I mean the first half, the back and forth, like you think you're gonna score, you don't score, like that's just great football. You know what I'm saying? Like great plays were being made and things like that. But if you came into this game knowing about both teams, the only letdown was pass. The only that would have made the game if pass would have been on and Shedeur would have been off, and now it's an offense and defensive battle. It would have took that game to a whole nother level because now Jackson State fans are gonna look at Shedeur like, are you gonna pull us out the hole, or is it gonna be the defense that pulls us out the hole? That would have just took this whole game to a whole nother level and made the championship game feel like a championship game, in the third and fourth quarter. So I think as a kid watching this, like not knowing, you're like, oh, this is a great game. Like, okay, cool. But if you know about both teams and you understand what's going on at stake and what and who does what and what pass is like the biggest letdown. The biggest letdown.
Right. Like even for me as a Jackson State Tiger, I didn't understand a lot of their play calling, and then like you said, now let me ask you just one question because again, I'm sitting on it, I'm looking at it. was the pick six, the Houston. It looked like a great play to me, but you were saying it wasn't so much a great play. It was a bad pass. So I'm seeing it from, I'm kind of like behind Houston, and it just looked like he anticipated well and had great hands. So was it a great play from the defender or just a bad play by the quarterback?
That's a great question. When I watched it in real time, I thought it was a bad pass because you see the defender, right? You see the defender, so you would naturally want to throw it up and over. But the way Keontae was coming off the other end, if he catches it, it's a tackle. If he doesn't catch it, Keontae might pick it off. So to me, you should throw it at like a smart. Shador throws it at his feet. I'll just say that. Shador will throw it at his feet. Okay, play over, whatever. And we'll go to the next play. And that's the difference. You have a fifth-year senior who doesn't know that. Okay, the play is dead. He sees it. He's right in front of it. You throw it at his feet, and we just take the next play. He panicked. He panics. You're a fifth-year senior. You panic, and if Shador, the freshman, he would have just threw it at his feet and say, "Hey, we'll take the next play." That's the difference between quarterback. Go ahead.
So let me give you one crazy question. I know this question is gonna make your head explode. Thinking about all of them, again, I'm not one of the people who say that Shador is there just yet. But thinking about all of the preparation that Shador has had to this point, right? And let's say I'm just real hypothetical because most people, I'm with most people. I won't be surprised if Deion leaves after 4 years, so I won't be surprised. But just hypothetical. My question is, let's say Shador leaves and Deion decides to stay. My question would be, I know Deion can get a lot of recruits. That's not my question. My question is getting another quarterback that's as prepared as his son is.
You better hope he get him before he leaves because y'all not getting another Shador. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me say this. You might get an Andrew Body before you get a Shador. You get what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
Yeah, you'll get an Andrew Body who's dynamic, got a little bumps and curves, you know what I'm saying? But it's great, could be explosive, you know what I'm saying? Like, dynamic, can make some of the throws, can't make all the throws. But what separates Shador is his poise and composure. It is beyond his level. Like, I mean, I can't stress it enough. Just the way he reads the pocket and how he okay. I'm not gonna take a play here. I'm gonna take a knee here. I'm gonna slide here. I'm gonna throw the ball at the ground here. Like there's a play I won't forget. I think it was against either Alcorn or like Texas Southern. It was against Texas Southern. He was trying to throw it to the running back. And as soon as he was about to throw it, he saw the linebacker shoot down. He ate the sack.
Right. Yep.
Like that's high level IQ. I'm not going to put my team in a bad situation. I'm going to take this sack and I'm going to be cool with it. And you don't think it's a great play, but when you look at the overall scheme of the game, it's a great play. It's a great play.
Like you said, you're a great quarterback. It doesn't hurt you. That to me, the sign of a great quarterback is, like you said, even if he has a bad game, his bad game doesn't hurt you because he's not turning it over.
Exactly.
He's not putting the defense in bad place.
Exactly.
So, I know you got one last question. One thing I noticed about Jackson State is that they don't panic. My question to you is, again, we're not psych, we're not shrinks, we're not in the locker room with them. Do you think that they tend not to panic because they think they're more talented, or do you think they tend not to panic because the coaching that they're getting keeps them more prepared? Which one do you think? And I'm sure it's a little bit of both, but I'm just wondering where you looking at it. Do they just go, well, okay, we just got more talent, we don't have to panic? Or how much of that is the coaching that's also keeping them from panic down the end of the game?
I think if I was a player on Jackson State, I'm going to give it from two sides. If I was a player on Jackson State, my mindset would be, I know you can't make enough plays to beat us. That would be my. I don't give a damn what you think you got. You won't make enough plays to beat us. And if I was a coach, your coach is not going to make the adjustments to beat us. That's how I would feel if I was a player on Jackson State. I would just be like, we play our scheme so well that you have to be perfect. You gotta block it right. Your quarterback has to read it right. He has to throw it right, and it has to be caught. all those 4 aspects, you might get 2 out of 4, but then you don't complete it. You know, you might get 3 out of 4, but he don't catch it. You know, like it's all those little things that Jackson State makes you have to do right to just get one great play. You know what I'm saying? Like the trick play.
Right.
It all had to come together. You know, you threw it right. He caught it right. He threw it. He caught it and ran it. That's perfect. Okay. Name me another play that happened like that. Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just they're just that good. You know what I'm saying? They're what they do put so much pressure on you to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect.
Right.
You have to be perfect.
Okay. Well, like I said, man, appreciate the show. Look here, I'm a Jacksonian, and I can be a little salty, but the one thing, you know, I can't deny is that you, and, you know, I like you. I like the HBCU Sports Lab with Dr. Ville. I even watch the ONG Strike Zone. I watch a lot of things. So, you know, you guys are doing a great job bringing more light to, you know, I'm a second generation HBCU. My mother HBCU graduate, my father HBCU graduate, 2 aunts HBCU graduate, 2 uncles HBCU graduates. You know, our family doctor and HBCU graduate, our family lawyer was an HBCU graduate. So I can't fathom Black folks who didn't know anything about HBCUs, but because there are Black people who, you know, I'm just, because people call in there and say, hey, this is the first time I ever knew anything about HBCU. So I have to give you your credit, you and other people out there shining light. So even when we disagree, I appreciate you doing that, because again, as somebody like me who I've owned, like, look, here's how my father and I used to deal with it. My father used to say, and I know this is wrong, but to the day he died, my father used to say, if Ole Miss is playing the Taliban, damn it, I'm rooting for the Taliban. That's how HBCU, you know, and I know that's wrong. I know I shouldn't be saying that, but so I appreciate you, you know, and all the guys, CFL, everybody. And so just, we get a little salty, but just keep doing what you're doing, brother. I'm gonna get off the line.
Wait. Before you go, somebody, a lot of my callers they say, man, a lot of my callers love you. So they said they definitely want you to call back in more. They said they love the questions and they love your energy. But so definitely don't be a stranger to calling in. Please don't.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Y'all take care. Have a good night.
All right, man. Appreciate it. That was funny. I needed that laugh. He said, if Mississippi State is going against the Taliban, goddamn it, I'm rooting for the Taliban. That's funny. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, this is Jeff, man, from DMV.
DMV, you're good with me. Talk to me.
Hey, listen, man. Nobody's talking about.
Wait. Turn your background down.
Like last year with.
Turn your background down.
I'm sorry. Like last year with Connell Mena. They won a lot of games because they were good in situational football.
Jeff.
When you have a team like PV to come in with a good scheme to stop you from dinking and dunking and things like that, okay, you have to be good in situational football. And today, Jackson was just good in situational football.
Jeff, bro, do not call my line with the background that loud, bro. Jesus freaking Christ. Turn your damn background down, Jeff. Jeez. Man, I'm sorry I had to hang up on you, Jeff, but my ears were hurting, bro. Listen, if you call into the channel, turn your background down. Jesus Christ. Oh, God the Almighty. All right. Hey, man, I'm gonna see if Jeff calls back in, but I'm gonna take a couple more. He said call it from a prison phone, man. Jesus Christ. Y'all man must be killing me with that. Y'all gotta understand I got headphones on, so I hear all the little stuff in the background. All right. Shoot. Jeez Louise. All right. So I guess Byron Jones didn't call in. I guess Nate _ shoe guy didn't call in. A lot of people ducking these callers. A lot of people ducking these call-ins. They got a lot to say in the comments, but don't want to call in. That's all I'm saying. Like this guy. All right, listen. Don't change the energy up now. I asked you to call in. You ain't calling, buddy boy. Shout out to QO Quince Orchard. You already know. I know, man. I don't know why they dropped down to 4A. They should have stayed their ass up in 5A. They was killing Bama's. They gonna come down to 4A and whoop up on everybody else.
I mean, love you. Thank you, baby.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Scotty?
Talk to me.
Oh God. Hey man, look, man. I gotta get on your ass for a minute. But first off, I want to give you a flower. Thank you for the platform you provided us, for what you're doing for HBCUs, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
No problem. Don't try to sucker me. Don't try to sucker me up just so you can hit me with a right hook. Just hit me with the hook.
Got it. Look. All right, look, man. Real talk.
Talk to me.
Scotty, let me get on your ass though for a minute. Scotty Jackson done did this shit, man. Look, we done went through the whole SWAC though. Like, and the thing about it is, look, Scotty, like I say, you done did what you did for HBCUs, and I appreciate that a lot. But you gotta give Jackson their flowers. Like, it ain't been blowouts now. I agree with you. It ain't been blowouts like that. But they done did. They done went through the whole SWAC. Like, we done went through the whole SWAC. PV was the icing on the cake. Like, we got to get our flowers, man. What's up? Talk to me. Give us our flowers.
Did I step on your flowers? I'm confused, man. Like, I didn't step on nobody's flowers.
Let me explain. Okay, let me explain. You be like, y'all ain't blew nobody out. Like, damn. But we don't been undefeated in the SWAC. Don't let me say talk to me.
Listen, man. Like, I don't think y'all. I guess Northerners and Southerners are just. Well, I'm not really. I guess they said Maryland's in the South, so it doesn't really count. So I guess I call myself a Southerner. I think I'm a Northerner, but whatever. But as me being a mixed breed of Northern and South, I don't think you guys understand. Like, because I say you didn't blow somebody out does not mean you didn't win the game. So I'm not taking credit. I'm not taking away credit of you winning because of the fact that I say you didn't blow anybody out. That's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? It's there. That's not how it works. I'm just telling you a fact. Like, people are like, "Oh, Scotty," I'm like,
right? But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna count those Scotty. Feel like that sometimes. I don't know, maybe because you be arguing with other people, and they be like, "Damn, y'all didn't blew nobody out." Like, you know what I'm saying? So it be like that. But what you thought about the game though? I went to the game actually. And
I think that
what you thought about the game?
It wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. It wasn't. It could have been. I wish it would have been a little bit more competitive. But I love what I saw. I like that PV's defense like came to play. I really, you know.
I agree.
I mean, that's probably the best. I think like matchup. It was a better matchup than I assumed it would be. You know, like I thought. If I'm being honest, I didn't think the PV defense was going to look as good as it did, but it did, and I was like, "Wow, this is a really good game." It was just a great game. I mean, you can't listen. If Jawan Pass would have turned into the kid from the longest yard, bro, like I mean, just trash. I mean, goddamn, like I mean, you got benched in the championship game. You're not good. I'm sorry, like you're not good, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah. All right, that was up, bro, man. Hey, real talk, Scott. Appreciate everything you done did for us, man. HBCUs for the whole year, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, I fought with you the long way. Good work, bro.
Hey, always, Ryan, man. I always appreciate you calling in, man. For real. All right, man. Peace. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty,
what's up, man? What's up, Cam? What's up, Cam? Talk to me.
Yeah, I saw the game live from on other games. I was kind of flipping through that one and then the Alabama-Georgia game. But I feel like in this matchup in the SWAC, it was a Jawan Pass game for better or worse, and it was worse. He had a lot of opportunities to make plays down the field, and he missed them. And, they didn't block it up really well sometimes with the front line, but there were guys running down the middle, opening the seam, and he missed those. And I thought Prairie View defense held their own for the most part. It's just Jawan didn't make those plays, and now we kind of see why. He wasn't Louisville's starting quarterback, and he had to transfer. Just an inconsistent passer, and we saw it on live TV in the biggest game of the year.
And the biggest game of, like, on ESPN2, that's what you're going to put on your final. Oh, that's just bad, man. That's like failing your final in your class. Like, Jesus.
It's really bad. And if he had any hope, in my opinion, to possibly be a pro prospect, it was dashed. And I know a lot of people are saying he had the shoulder injury coming in, but you got to make those throws wide open in the seam. They're playing man across the board. The safeties are working up the field. So you're having the mismatches you want and you miss them. Just not a good look. But I think Jackson State moving forward, they're building something promising within their program. But I just feel like if better quarterback plays in the SWAC moving forward, I think Jackson State can be had. They're a man coverage team. The front line's dominant, but they're going to be bringing in some new guys coming in. So it's just really going to come down to how guys are able to hold up against their defensive front line, and then your quarterback play, just being a consistent passer in between the numbers and on the boundary. And so we just got to see what those programs moving forward are going to bring to the table when it matters.
That's facts. That's big facts. Hey, appreciate the call, Cam.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right. Listen, guys, like, yeah, bro, come on, man. Y'all know I don't be ducking no call. This Bama has not called in. Like, let's be real. Like, I told him to put his last 4 in the comments. This Bama has not called in. The 2 numbers that I see right here, I have seen these numbers before. This Bama right here is lying to y'all. Okay, so don't entertain him. He is not who y'all think he is. Hey, what's up, 504? Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, 504? Talk to me. What up, Scotty?
What's goody?
Thank you for holding down the swag, bro.
Nah, no problem.
Holding down the South, yeah.
Nah, no problem.
Country Bama. What's on deck for the rest of the year, bro?
I'm trying to get into basketball slowly but surely.
What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna try to get into basketball shortly but surely.
Word. Basketball, hold it down, bro. Keep doing your job, bro. And bringing blacks to prominence, you know?
No problem, man. What's up with
what's
up with your cousin?
He might be transferring for his senior year. He graduated.
Okay.
But he might be. I talked to his mom a couple of days ago. He might be transferring. I don't know. I'm gonna let you know when you make that move.
Yeah, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm always I like Skylar. No, even though I mess with you about him, I like Skylar. He's a tough dude.
Yeah. Keep holding down the swag, Scotty.
Anytime,
Scotty, too hotty.
You know, I try, man.
All
I try.
script.
Hey, thanks,
Peace and blessings,
504.
baby.
All right, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's talk about Dooley. All right, let's talk about Dooley. Let me ask you guys a question before I get up out of here. All right. And like I said, let me guys, I'm petty, right? So I want to show y'all my screen to let you know this Bama has not called in. Y'all see that? Y'all see these? That's called an empty call line. All right. Y'all see that? So all that stuff that Brian Jones is talking, he's lying. Okay. He is not called in. You see this? It's blank. It's empty. So you come on now. Y'all know I don't play these games. Like I don't duck from no callers. Don't play me. All right. Dooley. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you guys take Dooley after this game? Yes or no? I want to hear from you guys. Would you guys take Dooley after this game? Yes or no? Honest to God truth. And I'm going to give you my answer. My thing is this. I would not be opposed to it as much as I was before. I would not be these no's are coming in heavy. God, dog. Hey, see, and he's still in the comments. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's not the right Byron. Is that the right Byron? I don't know. It probably is. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I'm not as opposed to it as I was. I still think there's better candidates than him, but I'm not so opposed to it as much as I was before, because if you look at the game, if he has a quarterback, this is a different game. It is. It just is, man. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm him, I'm taking the defensive coordinator with me. So I would say with Dooley, I'm like 40-60. No, that's not. But see, Sean, that's not true. That's not true, man. He had some great play calling. That it wasn't just one play. He had great play calling. He had great schemes, and the quarterback didn't convert, man. Like you're really being discredited. You're really discrediting his play calling. You're really discrediting it, because I mean there was multiple opportunities to make plays down the field, and the guy didn't make the plays. His quarterback did not make the plays. You kind of are. You just said it was one play. You are jive minimizing it. You're minimizing it. I mean, because there was open plays. You know what I'm saying? Dooley's play calling. How was it not good at all? That's really, listen, man. I'm a harsh critic, and I can't even say that. I'm not saying that. Dumas was legit. Dumas is legit. He is legit. What's up, Book? Talk to me.
Hey, look. So you not trying to stay out of other school business, but look on this with Dooley, he moved the needle, right? It was very evident. Like there were a few SWAC games I've been watching this year where the game plan was clear, whether it was well executed or not. It was a clear game plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was that came through. But when you go back and you look at, the decision making to lead pass in against Texas A&M, he gets hurt. Where was this play calling and this innovation and game plan quality at when you was playing Alcorn? Where was this at when you played Valley? You know what I'm saying? So this almost is
I
like
like that. I like what you're saying.
It felt like an interview. So now you're putting on airs. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Because you can't. I agree. Okay. I like that. I like that concept where let me take the whole resume, not just this game, not just this one. I'm gonna take your whole resume and over the course of the season what it looked like. So I'll give you if we're thinking about it in that aspect, you're absolutely right. I was kind of isolating it on this one game. You know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying. I like that.
Don't get me wrong. He moved the needle, right? He did move the needle. You could see it. It was like, oh man, like he really is doing what everybody should have been doing all season long.
Facts.
But I mean, like, where was all that before? You know what I'm saying? And still, my whole thing is like, we've been talking about before with the SWAC, and right now, this is the time where we get to try to, level up, and we have to understand what that means. If you're going to, invite new people into the tent and welcome new people in from whatever their backgrounds are, you can't expect for them to agree with you. They may or may not look like you, but we have to do a better job of, of educating them on who we are and what we're about, right? Because for some people, they see kids running around on a football field wearing colors, but other people, like you hear people talk, they heard me talk about, they see the university that their parents went to. It's a family affair. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of who we identify as, part of all of that. But I say it all of that to say this though. It shouldn't feel like Dooley shouldn't feel like this is like a PAT. Like, yep, no matter really what goes on, I'm gonna get this job. No, man, that's not what it is. We looking for the best candidate because those kids deserve the best, the best leadership and the best coaching, so they can get the best opportunity to do whatever else is next in life. So no, I don't think he ain't do nothing for me. You can try again next year.
I think Book, but if I'm being honest, bro, I think it's I told y'all on like what this Wednesday of this week
I know, but I'm like that mindset is what's not okay.
Yeah, but that
right, you know what I'm saying? Like
I agree with you. No,
I
totally agree with
like,
you.
Like it should be competitive.
But it's that nepotism, bro, and he's a safe hire for Southern. Because Pete Richardson gave him the cosign. He's coached at Southern. He's won championships as OC, other places. Listen, man, like to me, there's a lot more.
Come on, man. That's like saying, hey, yo, me and I caught the Joker. Oh, okay. You was Batman? No, I was Robin, but I was there. Come on, man. Come on, like, okay, you were OC.
Yo, you might have just got clipped, bro. You might have just got clipped on that. That was hot. That was fire. That was fire.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I fucks with that one.
I'm not trying to discredit him, but we have to do a better job of,
said I was there.
Of just acquiring more and holding people accountable.
Oh, man. That's funny.
We hiring real estate agents. Look, don't get me wrong. Now, I love T.C. Taylor, but T.C. Taylor hadn't showed me nothing that if people leave, then he should be the head coach of Jackson State.
Yeah.
I watched him play. I've met him personally. He probably don't remember, but, still, like, he ain't showed me that. We got to have we just have to require more, right? We can't be like, that's a bad analogy. We can't say like if somebody we would deem not attractive, like, like some people like, well, you should just be glad that somebody wants you. You know what I'm saying? No, man, this ain't what it is. Like, whatever it is, as meager it is, whatever it is, as meager it is, it's mine. I'm proud of it, and I'm not just going to give it away. That's all. We just got to want more for the kids so we can put a better product on the field and give them a better opportunity to go where they want to go. That's all, man.
That's real. Hey, appreciate the call, Book.
All right, man.
All right, man. I love that. He said, did you catch Joker? He said, nah, but I was there. He said, were you Batman? Nah, but I was there. That was funny. That was that was pretty damn funny. Hey, bud, talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, man, I don't often call back. but I had to call back on this subject. Man, listen, the guy team actually looked pretty good tonight, man. It was well coached, and like you say, it was more execution from the quarterback himself rather than the play calling. Before tonight, I was one of the guys that's saying, "Now you need to give Sumlin the opportunity. You need to get a job to Sumlin." But after seeing the job that he did coaching tonight, along with the fact that people can't forget that this man did have his team in the SWAC championship. They wasn't the losers or at the bottom of the rankings. They the second best team in the SWAC. So if SU fans are saying that he's connected in SU, he can recruit in SU, he's from SU. If all of that is true, then I think the man deserved the opportunity to get the job. And I still think that it could be good for the SWAC because Sumlin possibly can go to, if we doing good hiring, Sumlin can take the Perryview job, which, like they say, he's from Houston or he's coaching that area, and that would help the SWAC overall. I mean, yes, Sumlin may be the bigger name, but that doesn't mean he's the best fit. If what we seen from Dooley tonight, well, what I saw from him tonight showed me that he's one of the top coaches in the SWAC. And I just wanted, and I know you kind of say you thought the same thing.
Yeah,
but did it really change your mind?
Listen, I gotta give him credit, man. Like, the play calling was not that bad. Like, like out of all the teams that I've watched call plays against Jackson State, this was probably the most explosive, right? So I've seen the mundane stuff with Alcorn and Southern just running the ball because they're a run-first team. But for PV to do what they do and knowing they are a high-fly offense and them get the plays to open up like they did, that means he's getting players in that can make plays. Like, the way that kid just did CJ Holmes, it looked like he ate that kid's lunch money and was just like, yo, this is too easy. But pass missed the play. You know what I'm saying? It was multiple times like that. So I listen, I'm not a big
God, even the trick play was called at the perfect time. He made the whole defense flow over there towards the ball, and they was able to get over the top of.
I know.
That's play calling.
It is. This is the only thing I'm gonna say. If Southern gets Dooley, he has to get a dominant defensive coordinator. Has to. You cannot not get a defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Because you need your teams to be a hard-nosed, tough mindset. But I think offensively, you can do some, you will do some damage. You just got to have a defense to back you up, man. And that's the part about Dooley's recruiting is I don't know. But we'll see, man. I think he's definitely a lock. I think they're gonna have the press conference Monday. I'm gonna do my live show on Monday, and we're gonna talk about
What's
it.
Up?
But yeah, appreciate the call, bud.
But Scott, I gotta give him credit. We also gotta give him credit for one more thing.
What's up?
Because in the midst of all the rumors swirling and everything was going about him going to the SU job, even getting the SU job, people said, "Oh, his kid's not gonna show up. Oh, they not." It's even in big college football. Hey, when they go on, most of the time the teams don't show up to play. Man, he had that team ready to play tonight.
He did.
He had that.
He did. They
in
were
the midst of all
locked
of that
in.
Going on.
They were
he
locked
still
in.
Got that team ready to play football.
They were absolutely locked in. You're absolutely right, but hey, man, appreciate the call. Byron Jones, stop talking, bro. Just
Stay off the damn weed.
Stop it. Just stop it. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, what's going on? This is Coach Jackson from Texas College.
What's up, Coach? Talk to me.
Brother, nothing much, man. You just gave us a good point, first of all, about the coach got to bring in a good defensive coordinator. That's the biggest thing that they got to do at Prairie View. And any other SWAC school with all of these high power, not just offenses, but athletes coming to our conference. It's making the league look great. But the thing is, when new coaches come in, they got to come in with a new culture, brother.
Agreed.
That's the biggest problem at SU or with Dooley. We can't look at his play calling like that was a problem because look where they was at in the championship game, succeeded.
to the point to where execution was the problem. So now we're looking at players. We ain't looking at coaches.
I think this is where I look at coaching. The Valley game and Alcorn game. I throw that squarely on Coach Dooley, especially the Valley game. I don't give a damn if the game didn't mean anything. What coach you know says, hey man, this game don't mean nothing. You know, we're just gonna take a no coach, like, no, bro. Like, so for fans to be like, well, that didn't matter, Scotty, because they had the West locked up. That's just the wrong mindset, in my opinion. I don't understand it, and I'm never going to understand it. I agree with you in the change of culture. Go ahead.
No, sorry to cut you off. I disagree with you on that 100%. Like, Coach already told us, you play to win the game. I don't care what game it is. And even coming from my aspect, from a band member aspect, yeah, even if it is Valley and they're at the bottom of the bowl, we ain't going to let the bottom of the bowl beat us. Like, that didn't make any sense.
That's what I'm
saying. So I 100%
yeah.
agree with you on that.
Yeah, it just don't make no, like, that's not how you coach. Yeah, like you said, you play to win the game. It's just that simple. But that's how you go out. Nah, I can't rock with that. That don't even make no sense. But I agree with you. The change of culture is huge, and I think that's why, like, yeah, people like HBCUs love to say, well, the white man's ISIS. No, I'm not saying it got to be a white guy. I'm just saying get a coach outside of the SWAC that has some different level of aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like they look at coaching differently, look at football differently. It just is what it is, man. So
yeah. Well, thank you, brother, for this wonderful broadcast that you put up for us, man, and you gave us a venue to express ourselves and be heard amongst our own people. So, man, we appreciate you. Shout out to you from Texas College.
No problem. Appreciate the call, man. Hey, Jess, don't be. This nigga's stupid. Hey man, don't be flooding my chat with these rings, bro. Am I going? Give me a ring. Give me a ring, gents. Size me up, bro. Size me up. I done picked y'all from Jump Street. Size me up, bro. Aubrey Miller, I think he played a good game. He was aggressive. He was a hard hitter. I think he played a good game. He really did. He wasn't Keontae, but he definitely played a good game. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
There is one other participant in the conference.
I didn't see. Pretty told me. I didn't. Yeah, you live, caller. Talk to me.
Hey, it's Jeff again, man. Hey, listen. All I wanted to say was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, it's Jeff again, man. Hey, listen. All I wanted to say was.
Man, y'all gotta stop with the background noise. How many times I gotta tell y'all, turn y'all freaking background down, man? Jesus freaking Christ. All right. How you gonna ask me about, listen, man, listen, man. How you gonna ask me about it and then say I'm hating? Shut your dumb ass up, bro. Come on, man. You gonna ask me, oh, Scotty, how do you feel about how did Aubrey pray? And then I don't say what you want me to say. Oh my God, you're hating, Scotty. Bro, take that shit somewhere else, bro. Script, explain how Eric Duty is better than Doc Gamble. Okay, so if you want to be nitpicky, you can say they're both the same because he was in the SWAC championship last year, and now Eric Duty's in the SWAC championship. If you want to be nitpicky, so you're probably going to be nitpicky, so I'm going to give you that. One, Doc Gamble is, I mean, first of all, his team is a debacle. I mean, his team is literally a debacle. It just after the Alcorn game, they literally just fell apart, just straight debacle. Like, you can be a better offensive coordinator, be damn sure not a good head coach because this team is in disarray. All right, disarray. That's how it goes. All right, so don't have my background. My TV is down low. Well, I heard my background. I heard myself reverb in the sound. That's why I said you had the background up. What? I hope you're not in college. You can't be that slow and be in college. Please don't be that guy. I've been asking for guys with experience on different levels of football for a while. Raphael, I can't take the truth, hating, informal, criticize. Man, don't listen. Don't explain to these Bamas that what hating is, man, because you can see he got a backpack on and he's not going to class. He's This dude got a backpack on and he is definitely not learning anything because that boy is slow as milk going up a tree, bro. Like let's not and say we did. All right, so in your opinion, it's not a mess. Okay, that's why everybody's transferring, but it's not a mess. You know, like they probably got 15 players on UAPB, but it's not a mess. It's not a mess at all. It's not a mess at all. Just tune in while surfing, and your patience is tremendous. I try. What do you think about was blown out today? That's what it was expected. James Madison is a better team. I mean, that's what happened. Was this the most sacks the PV's given up? I don't know. Byron, just call in, dummy. Just call. If you have this many questions, just call in. Put your last four in the chat and call in. And if you're such a great head coach, why is everybody transferring? Why is everybody transferring? And Rafael Myers, yo, book back wearing ass. You can call in too and get this work as well. Like, bro, like y'all are living in the chat. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Y'all Bamas be killing me. You live in the chat. It's a live call-in show. Just call into the show. I got time. I got plenty of time. My girl ain't here. I got plenty of time. Thank you, Nugget Breakdown. Scotty just won a championship. Appreciate you. Hey, congratulations to Nugget. That's my guy. Hampton was definitely better than Miller told her, but I'm not. Listen, bro. There's no hate. It's just it's facts. What's wrong with the headband? I don't know what's wrong with my headband. I like my headband. I thought it was pretty nice. I love my little Nike net. You know, listen, like KJ, man. Like these kids nowadays, man. They don't know how to talk trash, bro. Take your headband off, Scotty. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Hey, Scott, what's going on? It's Steve St. Felix.
Is who?
Steve St. Felix.
All right, talk to me. What's up? Oh, what's up, St. Felix? Talk to me.
Good. Sorry, man, I got to become a member, man. I got you this Wednesday when I get paid, man. I got you.
All right, too easy.
All right, listen. For that guy that started, the only thing wrong with Aubrey Miller is his pass defense because in the spring they was just bombing him, A&M was bombing on him. But he's a pretty good player. But don't worry about the hate. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Jackson State will repeat again easily after losing all these seniors coming up? That's my question.
Man, listen, replacing James Houston is going to be huge. That is going to be, I mean, he's literally the best player on your defense. Him and Keontae are probably going to be the two biggest. Now, I think Barron Hobson, the freshman that they got, I think he's going to be a great replacement. But James Houston, man, replacing James Houston is going to be freaking huge. And you don't find those type of guys just, under rocks. So I think that would be the biggest aspect of the team going on next year.
Real quick, last question. You think you get picked in second, third round easily? Because I know he's a transfer, he's an FBS guy. So they probably consider that.
I don't think
the off the field, whatever, but you can play. What do you think?
I definitely think he could be a third round pick. I think he could definitely be a third or fourth round pick easily. Like no bullcrap, easily, because he has the Power 5 tape and he came down to the SWAC. He came down to the SWAC and dominated. But I will be. Now I know the NFL is going to do what they want to do. But for him not to be a third or fourth round pick is just really disrespectful. It really is, because he could be a different. We talked about it earlier in the show. He could be a new version of Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Like how Dallas used Micah. Yeah, so I agree.
Because he's gonna be back to his natural position. I don't think they're gonna put him in the league, but they might have to put him like a Will or Sam instead of the middle though. Like he's gonna be like a Micah Parsons. You're right.
Yeah, but Micah, they put Micah at DN. Because he's such a great pass rusher.
They did. I saw that. Against the Chargers. I saw that. I saw that. All right, man. Take care, man.
Appreciate it. But EA, but that just helps. That just helps Houston out, because he just shows more versatility. Like He played inside linebacker. He played DN at Jackson State. That means he's an athlete. I can put this dude wherever. So I think that just helps us. That just helps us take like okay, good example. I'm not saying he's going to the Patriots, but James Houston be a great player for the Patriots because he can play multiple positions and they can have him in multiple spots. And that's what Bill Belichick loves to do, is have players that are versatile. So, him going to a Patriot system to where he can play DN, go back to linebacker, all type of stuff, I think is great. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
So, him going to.
Hey, caller, you loud. Yeah, you loud. Turn your background down. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Shit, I'm Raphael Myers. Nigga had something to say, nigga. I'm checking in like I was told to.
Yeah, you need to check in with your whack ass jokes, bro. With your book bag non-school taking ass.
Oh, book bag, nigga. I'm grown as hell. I ain't wearing no book bag, nigga.
It don't look.
Here's one thing though. Y'all some hoes and you can't get sane, nigga.
You look like a 5-year-old child in your picture, my boy, and you dick riding Aubrey Miller, but it's okay.
It ain't that crucial, bro. Who have you ever coached for?
If that's your guy, it's cool, bro. But just
who have you coached for, bro?
Don't be hating because I don't.
I'm big right there, my little brother.
Don't be hating because it's my opinion. All right, don't call me a hater because it's my opinion. I didn't say you had a bad game. I just said it wasn't as good as.
I'm not hating this your opinion, but you don't have to do the disses either. You want respect the man's respect.
What diss did I say?
You ain't talking about nothing, bro.
What diss? Tell me the diss I said about Aubrey Miller.
Killer Mike looking ass, nigga.
Tell me the diss.
What's up, man? Loose ass hat, man. Nigga, take that headband off, nigga. What's up, man?
Tell me the diss.
You got an I Believe shirt on, but you.
Oh my God, man! You how you gonna call into the show? You tell me I'm dissing them. What diss did I say, my boy? What diss did I say, my boy? Come on, bro. Bro, you emotional, bro. You emotional. I did not diss Aubrey Miller at all. At all. I said he had a good game. I said he played hard. He hit hard. I said, but he didn't have a good game. He didn't have a great game like Keontae. Tell me where's the diss. Tell me where's the diss. Come on, man. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right. Oh my God. Damn, my head is itching. All right, guys. How long I've been on here? About 3? Oh, yeah. This is way too long. Please stop disrespecting Doc. Oh my gosh. Y'all niggas. Oh my Jesus. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's up, Wycliffe looking ass nigga?
What's up, Wycliffe looking ass nigga? Man, red headband ass nigga. What's up, man?
What are we talking about?
One red nigga looking ass nigga.
Yeah, you right.
Good background having ass nigga.
Yeah.
My nigga put a headband on the broadcast.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. But what's your name though?
What's your name though?
You sound like you're calling off a Cricket Wireless. Can you afford that? You sound like you're calling off a Cricket Wireless. Can you afford that? It don't sound like you. Or is this Metro PCS?
Nah.
You're probably calling. You look like you're probably watching me on a stereo TV. You're probably watching me on a stereo TV. It's okay though. Listen. I know your pockets don't run that deep. I know your pockets don't run that deep. It's okay. You're probably in a trap house watching me right now. It's okay. What you got it propped up on a? You got it propped it on an IKEA bed?
Hey, what's up with your Miami double head ass nigga?
You probably got me propped up on an IKEA bed. Listen, man. You guys gotta understand. Like, I'm with the smoke, my boy. Like, y'all got the right one. Y'all calling in trying to clown, but your jokes is just as bad as your connection. Your jokes is just as bad as your connection. You probably in a trap. You probably in a bando. All right. You're probably in a bando watching me plugged up on your phone. Probably got your phone on top of a IKEA mattress, and there's about four guys around watching. What we doing, man? What we doing, man? What we doing, man? Come on, man. Let's stop, bro. Let's stop, bro. Like, listen, you calling off a Metro PCS into the show. It's probably 3 dudes sharing one cable connection. Y'all probably all got $250 on the Netflix bill. Like what is we doing, man? What is we doing? Come on. What is we doing, man? Stop it, man. Stop it. Y'all got You probably called me off the Motorola Razr. Like, what is we doing, man? What is we doing, bro? Like, what? Come on, man. Y'all got to be better than this. Y'all got to be better than this, man. You listen. That's why black people can't have nothing. That's why black people can't have nothing. Because when you give them something, they act a fool. They act ignorant. Like, for what? You're in a trap house, calling off one phone with 3 guys in the background. You know what that is? Let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out. Hey, what's up, Mr. Gaddy? Talk to me.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Gaddy? Talk to me.
I just want to say we the champ, man. That's all I have to tell your ass, bro.
Bro. Yo. Listen, okay. Listen. That was oh my gosh. I think you Jackson State players, y'all calling the right. You listen, bro. Listen, Niles. Listen, I'm not the one, boy. Like, I'm telling you, you're lucky I'm cool with your dad. Remember, when you call into the line, I got your number. All right. Your number comes up, it gets saved. That wasn't Niles Gaddy's dad. That was Niles. That was Niles Gaddy. All right. Me and his dad, I got his dad's number. That's not his number. I saw his name, but I didn't. So listen, Niles, you got the right one, my guy. I'm not gonna go on you because I'm cool with your dad. So that's respect to your dad. But I'm gonna just tell you that. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that. So I appreciate you watching. I know you trying to act big and bad in front of your boys. I appreciate you. But understand, DMV all day over here. I will clown you till the cows come home, my boy. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all don't want the smoke.
It was a trick question.
Hey, what's up, caller? You live? Talk to me.
What's up with you, man? Yo-yo stick neck ass nigga, ugly big chin, little beard ass nigga.
Oh my gosh, man. What? Let me. Okay, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off the phone because this is what it's about to go to. Okay. Just because you throw multiples, how you say it? Just because you throw multiple things in a sentence does not make it like you sound dumber. Oh, you big headed little ass nigga. Oh, yeah, you big lip, you thick neck, no mustache. Like, that doesn't make you funny, nor does that make you smart. Like, so, like, if you gonna come in with some jokes, my boy. Like come in with an intellect or something like that. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, listen, guys, I appreciate the callers. Until next time, listen, man, they don't listen. They lucky I'm trying to mature. All right. I'm trying to be the bigger person. I'm trying to mature. All right. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. No, they good. They good, Pretty T. They good, Pretty T, because they got the right one. They got the right one. Okay. They got the right one. It's too easy. All right. They got the right one. So don't worry about it, Pretty T. They got the right one. So I'm gonna say this before I get out. For the guys calling from the trap house with the bando, all right, with 3 guys watching one phone, all right. Gay. Simple. All right. Simple enough. Just want to let y'all know that. Until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.